The Kraken's Pillar is a massive stela of stone that in an ancient, long past mythical age was the feeding mechanism for one of the primordial entities that inhabited the seas of Althus before the gods destroyed it. This Kraken, this ancient being, master of the waves, livestock, cattle, offerings would be tied to this pillar, and the pillar would be lowered down over the cliffside for the Kraken to feed on. Nowadays, the Kraken's Pillar is a death sentence. The accused who stands trial here in Armada are tied to the stela, and should they be found guilty, they are lowered into the ocean for the waves, or maybe the remnants of whatever mythical Kraken once lived there, to feed on them until they are nothing but bones, and the stela can be raised again to the cliffside. Hulda, Lady Hero Frigare, who at this point might not even be a lady.
I don't think she is, no.
Is currently tied to the Kraken's Pillar. You see your future troop member, Fortunado, is here. And he calls out, Hero Frigare, you stand accused of slander and spreading deceitful lies about who's suing you this time?
His name is Antonio Belarus. Let's say that. I know it's a country. But yeah, Antonio Belarus. He is suing me for what he thinks is lies and slander because the enemy nations don't want to, work with him and his, company anymore due to my actions and what I have been saying about, for example, Voldaen.
Oh yeah.
And that has, corrupted a lot of things. It is standstill and shit,
Fortunado speaks. You stand accused by Antonio Belarus for the play that you put on, and he just starts listing showing dates. On the 12th moon of this past year. Hero Frigare, how do you plead to these accusations? And you see next to him this very annoyed fungal man who's just almost cooking in anger and resentment as he looks at you.
I plead not guilty for slander and lies and deceit and deception. I speak the truth, always. Whatever I write, whatever I say, and whatever I perform is obviously either fiction or based on true things. Now, would you say that writing something that is based on the truth is a lie, or would you call it censorship?
As you say that, give me a presence roll. Give me a presence roll.
That's a crit with 2 12s.
You see,
plus presence is 3, so fuck it out. All right, okay.
Good Lord. Everybody in this cliffside courtroom, everybody just starts whispering and mumbling. You see this fungal man. This is preposterous. You implied that I was selling arms to everybody and anybody. I am a businessman of honor, and I would never slander the good name of Armada by these acts. What evidence have you?
Ooh, very good. May I speak, Your Honor? May I speak?
Fortunado just goes, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Now, the evidence that I have are letters that you have been sending between you and the Armada and most of the other fleets that you have been doing. Now, my dear sir, if you would like me to go and give you that, unfortunately, my hands are literally tied. If you go into my satchel, my play that is there, I do have references in the back. Now, Sir Antonio, would you like me to present those to the court? Or would you like to maybe untie me and we could maybe talk about this like actual real Armadans.
You see that as you say that, just a bead of sweat on this mushroom man's face.
And I did not defile anything, sweet Antonio. I didn't even use your name, did I? So if you felt that I was talking about you and maybe took inspiration from you, perhaps you were just relating and projecting onto something, and perhaps this courtroom is a perfect opportunity to talk about something that actually matters, which is your fleets and your weapons and your economics and the money that you have been, sending back and forth. Oh, even the what was it? The thing that you called taxes, but I swear that you only paid 10% instead of 20. So unless you want to get them also involved, and everything is on bar. I have not stolen anything either.
Your Honor, permission to approach the accused. He just very shamefully shambles over to you. Look, we can make this go away. You say, what letters? Who did you get the letters from?
That is between me and my people, who you so gladly love to betray. So I would like to make you think whose side you're fucking on. Ours or theirs?
The heaviest gulp known to mankind. I recant my accusations, and he head down and just, I was going to say scurries off, he full sprints.
Well, I guess I'm not guilty then, and my hands can be untied, because also my dress is getting awfully wet with this freaking kraken underneath me that's getting very hungry. And I'd like to not be shark meat today.
You are quickly released. Cut to, 2 minutes later, Fortunato just puts just a big tankard of ale in your hands. You can't keep doing this.
Oh, I can and I will. Either you're on my side, or you're against me as well. And I know you're on my side.
Big swig. And on that, oh my god, hey, everyone's here. Hello. Hello. How are we? Welcome back to Mice and Mimics, the Grand Tourney, episode 2. Dos. Do. All right. My name is Apollo. I will be your game master for this evening. With me are my incredible cast. Before they introduce themselves again to you, let's go through the basics. There is a community Discord. Come vibe, come have a kiki. Exclamation mark Discord. And that's how you do commands. Please tell me I wrote that right. Please, Nightbot. Okay, you know what? We're not going to worry about that. Look at me. Don't look at the chat. Look at me. Don't look at the chat. Brother, you're looking at me. Look bad. Equally, we want to keep you as safe as possible. We have a safety tools. Reference document, and we're really gonna try this again, and we're really gonna hope. Please. Okay, that one worked. Hell yeah. Have a read through it. Just because it's on the list doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but we live in a world where these topics and these situations might, so we want to keep you as safe as possible. Now, if you know what we did last week we promoted the DAGGERHEART core set, which, by the way, you can get for 15% off 15% off from any of the regional Critical Role shops using code Tourney. 15% off. 15. That's wild. That's crazy. We love it. But what if you aren't a GM? What if you're a player and you're like, well, I don't want to commit fully to buying the full set. I don't need to know how fear works. I don't need all the adversary stat blocks. I don't need all the environment stat blocks. I don't even want the campaign frames, even though they're amazing. I just want something that's 100% player focused that'll help me get into the vibe of what I can do with my characters. Well, my friend, this week we are going to be talking about the class packs.
I forgot they sent you all of them.
I was like, it was so funny in the call because I was like, yeah, these are the classes that all the cats are going to be playing, and then I was like, yeah, maybe I could get like wizard or something, and Darcy, love you, Queen. She was like, we'll send you all of them. I was like, huh? There's almost so many that they're as big as my face. It's awesome. In these class packs, you will get all the domain cards, all the background, all the community cards, all the answer sheets, all the background cards, everything that you need to figure out how to make your own character. There will also be a QR code that you can use to download a full excerpt of the core rulebook that explains all the rules. It gives you the printouts for making character sheets. It makes the process of making a character very streamlined, very understandable, and it allows you to have all the resources that you need without there needing a full table around you. But don't take it from me. Take it from my incredible cast, who in their introductions are going to tell us how the Daggerheart class packs help them secure a promotion in their job and or get their dream job. Let's go in overlay order. Since you have them up, Diana, why don't you introduce yourself and tell the good people about your class pack success?
Hi, everyone. My name is Diana Faye. I use she, her pronouns. I'm also known as Diana the Rose around the internet, and I am playing on this lovely, horrifying, backstabbing Grand Tourney miniseries, Alsif the Chauveron. I actually never said her last name out loud. She's the fun girl warrior of the group, so I have the warrior class pack right here, which actually helped me secure a promotion because I was talking to the warrior class pack over mimosas one day during brunch about how much I wanted my boss's job. Next thing I know, my boss is found dead under mysterious circumstances with a single calling card, just one Daggerheart card left at the scene. And I like to think they're watching out for me.
And you know what? That's great. Success guaranteed. Much like a prince that might be laying on the ground bleeding out. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. Hulda.
Hi. Oh God, fuck. My voice is not there. Well, the reason why I love the class packs, I don't even know English so much. It helped me get a promotion. Is that me and this person I was interviewing for this job we're having a good time. We're gonna go downstairs and have a coffee. But as we were going down the elevator stops. It's just like we are stuck there, and we're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? But don't worry, I have all the class packs, which means I have spells, which means that I went to the Book of Vagris and I made an arcane door and got us out of there. And they were like, wow, how resourceful, how amazing. What else do you have in these class packs? And I'm like, I cannot tell you unless you hire me. And that is how I got a promotion and a job. And I now own the company, apparently, because I just had so many cool spells that they could never do. And then they gave me key to the city. So I guess, that's the best way to do it.
You know what? That's so real. If I was a business owner and a wizard showed up, I'd be like, here's the key. Thank God I'm not a business person. Hannah.
Oh God, hello, it's me. I'm Hannah Harper, also known as Hannah Plays D&D everywhere on the internet, and I am playing Balthazar Michaelius Bagel, not Bagel, as Maddie has been calling it. First of his name, son of the great Balthazar Bagel, second son, spare of the house, and the new title, the kind of fresh and squishy country of Jezzain, and the class packs. Actually, fun fact about me is I actually have a master's degree. I know, funny considering I'm here. I have a master's degree in abnormal developmental psychology. This class pack right here actually wrote my dissertation. I didn't do shit. I don't know what a p-value is, but you know who did? This guy right here. So if you have anyone to thank for that, these guys, check them out.
Hell yeah. We love not writing a dissertation.
Why would I?
If only the wizard class pack had been around when I was writing my class, or the bard class pack would have really helped me out with my dissertation. Anyway, Maddie.
Hey guys, don't get ChatGPT. That's all you need right here. Hi, I'm Maddie or Madeline on the internet, and tonight I'm going to be playing Circassian Fidelis, who's really cool and fun and not evil. So picture this. I was heading to a really important job interview when there was a houseless person on the ground and they dropped their Guardian Daggerheart class pack out of their pocket. And the 2 other interviewees before me, in fact, picked up the class pack because it's so cool and stole it. But I am kind of hard. So I picked up that class pack and I said, "Excuse me, sir, I think you've dropped this." And he actually took off his disguise, and it turns out he was the extremely sexy but stoic but also kind CEO of the company and a billionaire. And he gave me the job on the spot as his personal assistant. We had our ups, our downs, 3 kids, messy divorce, but it was this pack that actually started that. So I owe it everything. And also, I don't call him Basil Bagel. It's Basil Bagel Pesto if you're nasty.
Basil Bagel Pesto. There's a wild energy going into this. People are sick. People are sleep deprived. I made the choice to wear a full shirt, and I'm already overheating. Anyway, guys, I think it's time we went back into the tourney. Thank you so much to DarringtonPress for sponsoring this episode. And let's return to the tourney. Hell yeah. And chase music immediately comes on.
I'm so glad to see there's only one crown on that screen.
Well, I used up my crowns last episode, and I forgot that I don't replenish crowns when initiative starts. But you're going to be rolling soon enough, Diana, so I'll get my crowns back. Don't you worry.
All right.
I need to know that Maddie said that first.
He's out of line, but he's
Yeah,
right.
he stole that joke from me.
Oh.
Yeah, but Apollo's a guy and he said it louder, so...
Rules are rules.
No, we can't start on this. We can't start like this. We can't. I thought that the Bully Apollo streams were gonna end after when I was the GM, not when I...
No.
Oh, who told you that?
At least you haven't denied my height, and you won't have the chance to, because one of the crown guard is flying out of the royal box. Another one is slammed up against the wall, holding their throat, and standing over the body of the prince, the body who may be at various states of being alive. We don't know yet. There is an assassin with the mask of a kraken, a electric poisoned arcane dagger, and a bag of coins with the blazing tower of Justhain. What are you all doing?
So I'm currently on the ground in the middle of the battlefield because this all happened right as, Mr. Pesto and I were having our showdown. On the
We can't.
battlefield, right? We can go back to stock if you want.
I
Mr.
regret my
Pesto.
choices so deeply.
Mr. Pesto and Mushroom Gal were jousting.
Besties forever. We were jousting. I had just gotten pummeled. I took the hit like a champ, rolled to the ground, and then looked up just to see all this happen. So I think I'm going to immediately rise to my feet, sprint back over to my horse, hop on, and then just try and get as close as I can to the box where it all is happening before hopping off and trying to climb up into the stands if I can.
Awesome. Yeah, 100%. You jump back on the horse and you want to start just... so you are probably... let's say that the alleyways, the lanes for the joust are in the center and then pushed towards sort of the royal box because they wanted the people in the royal box, like the dignitaries and their families, to have the best seats in the house. So you could probably run up to the barrier and just start climbing up the stairs.
Could I
Yeah.
also
yeah.
help because I'm there?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
you
both
are in the box.
I'm in
Yeah.
the box.
I mean,
so
let's establish where everybody
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
We have Lady Hero and Circassian that are in the royal box, and then we have Alsif and Basil that are on the ground. Who else is also on the ground? Sir Leonor, the Lord Chancellor. You look around. Sir Idara Porphyr, the Spell Knight of Polaris, is not on the ground. He is in the royal box next to the Archmage. If you want, feel free to ask me where any other NPC that I gave you in the last session is. I know that I gave you a long list of them, but most anybody that I mentioned that was in the opening ceremony is here.
Okay, so Adar is here and he's not one of the mages that's being incapacitated.
Yes, Idara's here. Idara is the Spell Knight of Polaris. He's not a Crown's guard, so he wasn't knocked out.
Big ups, we have a witness.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We
you
gotta
see
keep
that
this
in
guy
this
alive.
moment. Well, actually, give me a let's make it a fate roll just to see if Idara was quick enough to notice that, or if his focus was somewhere else. Just roll your
Don't
hope die and tell me
fuck
what
me.
you get.
An 8.
An 8 is over the halfway point. Idara was quick enough to realize he wasn't quick enough to get all the lay of the land, but he knows for sure that you weren't stabby.
Yeah. As soon as this is all happening, I'd kind of like been staring at Adara, and Adara had looked like surprised, and I'd kind of whirled around and seen this happen. This is all happening very quickly, and I immediately like reach for my like two-handed battle axe, and I'm holding it, and I rear back a throw, but for just a split second, I like glance towards Hero with like a He's asking for permission.
to beat up the bad guy?
Can I
Yeah.
throw
Oh
my
yeah.
big axe, please.
Because I wanted to move while that was happening. I kind of wanted to move, and I wanted to make a rune circle, like to block them. So rune circle, you create a temporary magical circle on the ground where you stand. So it has to be where I stand. So I wanted to be as close as possible if that was any possibility. All adversaries within melee range or who enter melee range take 2d12 plus 4 magic damage and are knocked back to very close range.
Very cool. So you basically want to like run up, make
the circle.
make your magic circle, and just hope that you're close enough that they immediately bounce off against it.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
You help
Roll
the
me-
others do what they need to do.
And I'm throwing an axe at him.
So I
So to
actually just
establish-
make us like take a stress, and then I roll
Yeah.
the.
Cool.
the
What we're
damage.
gonna do is, if you were right on the bleachers, if you were like right at the front of
Mhm.
everything,
Mhm.
it would take you probably like in like more tactical terms, I'd make you do an agility roll to see if you can cover the distance first.
Yeah, that's
Or
what I would
but
like.
if you were more at the
Or-
back, I could let you do this right now. So we're gonna do another fate roll. Just roll me your fear dice, and
Just
you
my fear.
want it high. Yeah.
That's not high, it's a 2.
Okay. You'll have to actively move to get there before we
Mhm.
get there.
That's
Okay.
fine.
So, but we know what you want to do. We know
Mhm.
we know what Circassian wants to do. We know what Alsif wants to do. Basil, where's your head at in this moment? And then we'll resolve everything.
It takes a minute for Basil to realize he thinks that the kind of shouting, the commotion is because he won, which wasn't something he had expected. He'll do that kind of cool thing where he'll pull his helmet off, you know, his hair will fall down behind him, and he'll look to the crowd for a moment in like a I did it sort of way, and realize that it's not about him, something's happened. He will immediately grip the reins of his horse and like kick with like a yeah, and like turn it round to get a better look at what the hell happened.
Cool.
So he'll kind of follow Alsif. If she's kind of turned tail and started running, he'll do that. I think his biggest, as commotion kind of settles, where is Clover Towers?
Clover
Can I get
will
a-
be
can I
in
get
the
an-
royal box. Can
I'm
you get an eye on
looking
him?
at there. Yeah.
Hell yeah, you see Clover. Clover is so where the royal box is, it is just Colosseum style, where there's the royal box where the prince was, the Lord Chancellor was there as well earlier in the day, and then like the row directly beneath them is where all the like major representatives are. So Clover Towers is like almost directly below where the prince is, where you see that the crown guard that got thrown out of the box is actually is vaulting over Clover because of just the trajectory of the throw. Okay, so let's call it agility roll from Alsif and a finesse roll from Basil. Finesse to control your horse, agility, Alsif, you're more used to this. For you, it's just a matter of can you sprint there. Difficulty for these, difficulty across the board for this entire chase event scene is going to be a 14.
Okay. I think I'm gonna say nuh-uh, because I'm going to use my deft maneuvers.
Oh.
And which I can do once per short rest. I can just immediately get somewhere within far range without making an agility roll. And if I'm within melee distance of an adversary at the end of that movement, I get to make an attack.
Hell yeah.
Dude, these
awesome.
cards
That's very cool.
Actually straight up helping me remember the stuff that I can do. It's very helpful.
That's very cool. Hell yeah, I love that. How about I pitch you this? Still give me the agility roll. You'll get to far, but that is to see it. In my mind, think that the assailant is in very far range. So we'll just see if that agility roll gets you right there.
Sounds good.
So, but tell me what it looks like as you def maneuvers and like immediately cover way more distance than you should, and then start sprinting.
I think Alsif she's grown up around horses even before she was actually in the war. She knows how to handle them almost better than anyone, and she was the one who took care of them while she was behind the scenes between performances. So I think she straight up slings herself back into the horse while the horse is already still moving. She like gave it a little click, told it to go in that direction, and even though it's a borrowed horse, they just have an understanding. She slings herself into the saddle, reaches down towards the ground, and with one like scooping motion, she picks up her lance and tilts it kind of towards the crowd, hopefully waving it in a way that'll get them out of the way if anyone happens to be running onto the battlefield trying to get away from the chaos.
Hell yeah.
My agility roll is going to be not great still. It's an 11, but with hope.
Okay, 11 with hope. Mark down that hope. You are able to vault, get onto the bleachers, and people just aren't spreading as quickly as you would like. But you are on the bleachers. You're not able to fully close the distance, but you can see everything far more clearly now. Hell yeah. Basil, what did you get there?
I got a 20 with fear.
Yay. All right, marking off that fear. 20 with fear. You, yeah, 20 is more than enough to what you needed. So what is your goal in this moment as you run?
I make my way. I'm gonna check the Clover Towers because he's the closest thing that Justine has to a king.
Yeah.
Or like a king to be, essentially. I want to make sure he's safe. We're here representing. I'm going to look up towards the box. I just want to get an idea of what the hell is happening. Where is this assailant? What's actually happened? I see somebody's kind of fallen to the ground. I don't know an orientation of like how high the box is, essentially. So if I'm on horseback and I'm rushing over, can I actually see what's unfolded?
Yes, if you're on horseback and you're rushing over, you can. If you specifically start like trying to focus in and you are purposely just pointing a couple pieces of data as opposed to the whole maelstrom of people that are just moving in a panic. So yeah, you can absolutely see Clover Towers. You see that your father has actually put an arm in front of Clover and is already like, get down, Mr. President, him.
Great.
Beginning to
Daddy's
lead into an exit.
That makes me feel better. So my father's okay. He's okay. I want to I just want to survey. I want to look at people's faces. Most of what I do is I read people, and I want to see who's reacting to this in surprise and who's not.
Oh, okay.
Who look like they braced themselves.
Yeah, cool. What I'll tell you is this. As you're rushing towards the bleachers, you see everybody on the bleachers looks very surprised. But what you noticeably don't see reaction-wise, you can hear the Lord Chancellor screaming, like shouting orders behind you, but you don't get a read on his face. You also don't get a read on Sir Leonor's face. Just because they're behind you. So you can hear what they're shouting, but you can't get any sort of read beyond that. Hell yeah. And I started getting fears. And you know, I gotta just start doing this.
No, you don't.
On a success with fear. Come on, load properly, computer. Be nice to me. What do I want to do? What do you mean I don't have to be evil? Of course I have to be evil. Hell yeah. On that success with fear, I'm going to spend one fear immediately now. As the camera switches to the assassin sees Cassian rearing back for that throw. The assassin goes. The assassin looks at Sir Cassian, looks at the prince. The prince, groaning in pain from a wound in his like shoulder. The assassin stands up and begins to vault, begins to sprint. Hell yeah, let's give this spotlight back to Sir Cassian and Lady Hero. What were the
Please
actions
let
that
me
you
get
wanted to follow through?
this guy. I don't know how much I'm allowed
give me that
to swear on
ability roll.
this stream, but
This is Darringtonpress is sponsoring, but this is my channel. You can just this is an Irish channel.
let me get this fucker, please. Okay. What am I rolling
The
for?
worn a sweater vest.
What am I rolling, baby?
Give me an agility roll just to see if you can cover the distance to like body check him.
That is 13 with fear.
So he's running further into the box rather than running along the inner
Yes,
portion of
the way that Colosseums like this are built, it's sort of like rows, but then the royal box sort of like protrudes out of the middle section. So this guy was in the royal box and he is retreating further in, which will then open up to like corridors and then will eventually open up to the back of the Colosseum.
Not good.
Yeah.
Okay. So with 13 with fear, does that get me anywhere?
13 with fear, you don't close the full distance, but I'll say that you can get up to like the halfway point, which is Sir Cassian.
Okay.
As you just hear that he is sprinting, and every time that he steps, his boots, there are like little sparks. There's some indication that some magic is happening even to his boots here, just to give him that bit of boost of speed. Oh yeah, Sir Cassian, what are we doing?
I'm throwing an axe at him.
Let's throw an axe at him.
Well, I will because everything I do is to throw axe good. I am going to
Throw
add
axe
some
good.
stuff to that. So I'm going to use my class feature Guardian my Guardian class feature called Unstoppable. Once per long rest, I can become unstoppable and gain an unstoppable die. It's a D4, and after I make damage, it increases by 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it ends. But while that happens, I reduce the severity of physical damage by 1. I add the current value of my unstoppable die to my damage roll, and I cannot be restrained or vulnerable. So that's happening. And
Love.
then I would like to also utilize Reckless. I do have a card for that one. Update, Reckless. I mark a stress to gain advantage on an attack, and I am going to
Oh yeah, so remember
throw
advantage
this
is plus a
fucking
d6.
axe. I need to look up what my bonus is.
Hell yeah.
What's my bonus to hit? Is there one? Or do I just... I'm just proficient.
It should be your
Oh,
strength.
I see it. I'm an idiot.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that is a... I can do maths. Guys,
Yes,
I can
difficulty is
do
14.
maths so good. 15 with hope.
Hell yeah, mark down a hope for yourself. Yeah, what does it look like as you throw axe good?
I think like he kind of assesses it quickly, looks to the side, gets that nod from Hero, and then just kind of very quickly lines it up, and with like just a ridiculous amount of strength throws this weapon to
Hell yeah. I'm gonna say as you hit, the way that that's gonna manifest is you are running and it's like the anime slow motion. The axe leaves your hand and like the camera pans, follows the axe, and it is the most miraculous hit. You are able to clip the heel of this guy's boots, and you see that whatever effect was happening that was allowing this assassin to run faster, to run propulsed by magic, that magic just kind of sputters out. Hell yeah. And as you do that, I'm going to spend a fear. I'm spending them as quickly as I'm getting them, folks. As I'm going to do a soft move, and I'm going to change up the environment a little bit. As you see that, again, you see that Sir Idara, as the camera pans to Sir Idara, who is also Get Down Mr. Presidenting the Archmage of Polaris, as the Archmage looks out, sees the possibility of the beginning of a panic, puts up a hand to Sir Idara, and launches like very Gandalf at the beginning of Fellowship of the Ring, creates a fireworks extravaganza that starts up in the very center of the that kicks up in the very center of the Colosseum with one hand, and then with the other, very subtly shoots a like obscuring cloud of fog to the back of the Colosseum, distracting the audience and making it more difficult for anybody here to see what's going on. Hell yeah. At the end of that, what are we doing, guys? I will also take the opportunity to say that we're using one of the countdown mechanics, the dynamic countdown mechanic. So, you guys, this entire encounter you guys need a number of successes to clear it, and that can be represented as you guys capturing the guy. It can be represented as you guys killing the guy. That's really up to you. This assassin also needs a certain number of, for them, successes, but it's really how many times you roll with fear. A success with fear gives this guy a tick up. A failure with fear gives me so many ticks up. I'm not going to tell you how many ticks you guys need, but you're currently both tied. What are we doing?
I would like to run and get him and do a spell, please. Please, God, please.
I'm gonna go get my axe back and put it in him again.
Hell yeah. You know what, Holda? You can, yeah.
Bang it.
So remind me again. Do you need to be in melee range to him?
Yes, I do. That's why I'm like, let me.
Okay.
I did
yeah,
slow him
sure.
down by like hitting him with an axe.
You did slow him down. So give me another agility roll, but do it with advantage.
Thank you. And that's a +6, correct?
Yeah, it's a plus 1d6.
Yes. Bloop,
Not a full 6.
bloop. That is a crit on the die, 2 8s, and a 3 on the dice.
Miss Crit
Lord.
over here.
Miss
I'm
Crit.
taking another picture to prove it. I'm taking another picture to prove it. There you go.
Hey, I believe you. Hell yeah,
You
awesome.
should see me with D20s. There was one time I did 4 D20s in a, like 4 nat 20s in a row, and
Oh my god.
I was at a high. I was at a high.
Some
and I was
statistician out there
and I was
sat up
like,
in a
I'm
cold
just gonna.
sweat.
So good.
On a crit, narrative range to you, what does it look like as you go body check and like just tell me how this.
I kind of want to. She kind of becomes more cat-like. Like she's a Qatari, so I think she goes like on all fours and just starts like using her claws to just jump this guy. And she is going to like, and when she gets there, like literally like on all fours, I want to cast. What if you allow me cast the spell? That was
Yeah, on a crit,
called-
yeah, bestie. Cast it.
the rune circle. So I have mark distress, and the damage is on. I don't think we do hope and fear and damage, do we? No. So there's 12 plus 4, whatever that is, 16 damage,
Hell
and it bounced into very close.
I
didn't
have
need
my
me to
damage
roll.
threshold.
You didn't need me to roll damage for the battle axe?
That was that. Well, I was wondering that.
Oh yeah, roll that for me.
Because I was gonna say I had a bunch of bonuses I was gonna I could add to that.
Sorry, that's my
Oh,
bad.
please,
I got locked into what it looks like, and I forgot to actually do the damage. RIP. Oh yeah, tell me that. Cool, awesome. Okay, yeah, you do damage to him. Oh, very cool, very cool. Yeah, you are able to like body check this guy. What state is he in after this magic is cast on him? Hold up.
It just says knocked back to very close range. Sorry, let me find the card because we are sponsored by Darrington Press and we use
we
these
have the
neat little cards. Book is from the Book of Korvax, and it's, as you can see, it's as pale as I am, so you can't see shit. But it is at the bottom of this really cool card.
Damn, we're roasting each other now. I love that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You see this guy's knocked back, stumbles to the ground. That was a crit. The mask falls to the ground. But he's turned away from you. So for now, you can't see him. But as he starts to stumble to get to his feet, you realize that he is going to leave this mask behind.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Eddie, what was that damage?
I did 22 points of damage to it.
Ah,
Because
brother,
both
lock in.
I had Guardian and Reckless gave me bonuses to damage, and it was 2d10 plus 6 anyways.
Yep.
So
Oh, this is fun. I'm not trying to figure out, like, on a scale from 1 to 100, he's looking kind of 20.
What's
Do
his
you
what's
think
his
that,
what's his BMI, blood mass index?
well, I'll tell you right now, he wouldn't be able to take a severe hit and survive. He'd be able to take a moderate hit and inch away, but a severe hit will do what you guys want this to do. So, my people, mi gente, what are we doing?
I threw the axe, did big damage. Don't have an axe anymore. Life sucks. Running to go get axe. Especially after he just took both of those hits. I would like to the Daggerheart equivalent of grapple this motherfucker.
Ooh, yes, very, very cool. Yeah, cool. Give me a strength roll.
Like to spear tackle him.
Difficulty is 14.
Okay.
But actually, yeah, I'm gonna be mean and evil. As you run over to him and you start leaning down to try grapple him, I'm gonna shift the spotlight to him first, as he sees you coming, and reaches in to get that dagger and is gonna lash out at you.
He can try.
That dagger's poisoned.
Oh!
That's a 17 on the die, Pookie.
My evasion is 9.
I love that. And so you said that you can't be made vulnerable, so that doesn't kick in. But
Sick.
you look at the crackling of the dagger, and this dagger deals what is called direct damage, which means that the damage done by this dagger cannot be reduced by the spending of armor slots.
Oh, but at least I can reduce it with Unstoppable because that reduces severity of physical dice. But I'm a Vengeance Guardian, which means when people attack me, I don't like it too much, and I can do bad things to them.
All right, as he slashes out for you, it is the precision of a trained soldier in a way that you recognize, not in a lot of people, but you recognize them in very dangerous people, chief amongst them yourself. As he lashes out, and in the moment of your arm reaching up for the grab, he goes from your ribcage up to your arm, up through your armpit, with that arcane power just rippling through your body as you take 19 points of damage.
Shit. That is into
Of magic.
severe, but that is going to be reduced to from severe to major.
Hell yeah.
So I'll
Reduces
only mark
severe to
2.
major, you can mark those. Yeah, you mark 2 hit points.
And then I'm going to use my vengeance thing, which is when an adversary within melee range succeeds on attack against me, I can mark 2 stress to force the attacker to mark a hit point. And I am going to do that.
So as he lashes out against you, scores this deep cut that you just power through. What is it? Frustration? Is it perseverance? What does marking stress look like for you?
I think it is that he lets himself become less and less almost human in a way. He just becomes... It is more terrifying to see someone become calmer when they mark off stress, but he really does. He zeroes in and becomes absolutely ruthless. And I think the forcing of the taking of the hit point is because when this dagger is buried into his armpit, he leans forward and is gonna bite the guy's ear off. If you'll allow it.
Yes, I love that. You lean in, bite that ear off, he screams, "Gah!" And you see this, hey man, you're getting so close to close. You're getting so face to face. There's no way that I can ask you this without it being such a spoiler.
It's okay. You don't have to.
Just roll me a fear die. Roll me a fear die. Roll me a fear die.
8.
8, you don't recognize him.
Okay.
There's the world in which you did, though. Hell yeah. You bite a chunk of his ear out, lion-like Circassian, this Achilles-looking motherfucker, bites a chunk of his ear off as you go in for the kill, basically. What are Alsith and Basil doing?
Okay, so am I in the stands, or am I still, like, kind of a little bit away from, like, at the beginning of them?
Well, look, let's just... Everyone's moving. Just because it's bullet time doesn't mean that we need to cover every single inch of movement. Let's say that, yeah, with covering your like, movement, you could definitely get up to very close, maybe even melee. Yeah.
Okay. We'll say I, like, used the lance and, like, stood on the saddle of the horse. Like, used it as a proper, like a vaulting pole to get up there.
Yeah, cool.
I'll land halberd out, and I'm going to...
Halberd
Is the
out.
prince still on the ground there? How is he?
Yes. How is he? Do you want your focus to be on him?
I am going to attempt something. Well, okay, can I see that Cassian's got the guy's ear in his mouth?
Yeah, for sure. A spray of blood, and this guy just says, "Ah!" So something just happened.
I'll, I will also sprint up to the guy, I suppose, and also start hacking away at him. I'm gonna try and take out his legs, though. I don't want to kill him.
Hell yeah. So did you leave your lance? Do you have another weapon, or is this still the
I have my
lance?
halberd. I left the lance behind, dug it into the stands, and, like, I did a hero pose as I landed, halberd out, you know, tilted up.
Let's do
We
some
love-
spear
half against the
fishing.
sun.
We love a bad.
They call this combo move fish in a barrel. I'll line them up for you.
You have to mark a hit point. So enemies, so adversaries in Daggerheart, unless they specifically have a thing to regain hit points, they can't, and they also can't reduce damage with armor slots. I'm so fucked. Hell yeah. You run up. Yeah, just give me that attack roll if you're just trying to, like, pin his leg, basically.
I'll try and sweep them out from under him. Oh, it's not good. It's a 12 with fear.
Yippee!
Oh. I knew as soon as I started rolling this would be bad.
On a 12. I love that. Let me double check something. Hell yeah. Just describe to me what it's like as your attack just goes a little bit wide and the halberd just sinks into the box.
I think I just look nervously up at Cassian, and even though Cassian's looking horrifying, deadly calm, blood dripping down his jaw, Alsith looks a little bit embarrassed. She kind of struggles to pull her halberd out of the wood of the box for a moment, and she is just going to take a second to stand and almost planting her legs, and then once she gets it free from the wood, moving her halberd to the side defensively to try and block any escape. But she'll end her
Hell
turn there.
yes.
That's not...
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, let's recap. We have 3 of our 4 in the royal box. Basil, let's check in with you before I spotlight my guy again, because I have some things that I've been holding back on a couple of things.
I think that Basil
not dying
sees
here.
this chaos unfold. And he sees how badly this individual, you've just ripped his ear off. Somebody stabbed him through the leg. He's bleeding out across the floor. And Basil will go, we need him alive! And will hike himself up and over the side, probably significantly less gracefully than Alsith, kind of up and over, kind of do a crappy somersault, flay out, stand up, dust himself off, and book it towards them. And is trying to get within a close enough range, specifically very close range of this guy, if that is possible, as he is pinned and being held in all of these different spots.
Hell yeah. I'll let you get within close range for free. If you want specifically very close, that'll be an agility roll just to be sprinting and booking it, because you are not a war guy.
Absolutely, I will do an agility roll, because there's a spell that I would like to cast, but I have to be within very close range in order to do so.
Cool.
All right, agility. Let's go. That is a 12 and a 10 with hope for 22.
Yeah, for sure you're there. Yeah, for sure.
I am look. I am not. Basil isn't a big guy. He's got that kind of wiry frame, but he is fast as he kind of slips through the crowd with this almost like panther-like movement and with this kind of black cloak kind of moving through. It'll kind of sidle up, and literally, you know how sometimes when babies when you throw cheese on them and they just kind of freak out?
Sorry,
This is kind of
sorry,
weird metaphor.
I don't throw
no.
cheese at
No, no,
babies
no.
that often.
Hannah,
I personally have. It is, you know
Hannah,
when they like get stuff
what?
on their head and they're like, I don't know what to do?
why
that
are you
is the-
throwing
that is
cheese
the
at
image.
No, I'm pausing the music. Why are we throwing
You've never
cheese at
seen this?
babies?
This is hilarious. They don't know what to
No.
do. You like place something on their head and they're like, because they don't know how to do limbs. You've never seen this? Look it up. People in chat, you know what I'm talking about, right? This will make sense in a moment.
Chat?
No, this is just me. I'll see myself out. That's
It
All
sounds
right.
like some sort of fucked up
test
test to see if your kid is lactose intolerant from an early age.
from a distance.
It's the cheese of truth.
The cheese of truth. In a way, that is what I am doing, as I want to essentially put a hand on his head, and I want to cast Tell No Lies.
Oh, okay. So, very close range. Oh, cool. Okay. Can you do that? So, very close would be like, what, 30 feet if we're going back to like our.
Very
our-
close
Very
is 5
close.
to 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So, you just want to like get really, really close and just tell no lies him.
Yes, that's what I would like to do. And I have to make a spell casting roll. On
Yeah,
success,
yeah.
they can't lie. While I remain within close range of them, they are not compelled to speak, but if I ask them a question and they refuse to answer, they have to mark stress.
Oh, yeah.
They are typically unaware this spell has been cast on them until it forces them to utter the truth. Okay, that is a 10 and a 2 plus 2 for 14, but with
That's
fear.
exactly what you needed. With fear. I love that.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. I'm going to immediately spend that fear to ask whatever you want to ask him. He'll give you a response, but then I'm going to do two things.
Right. I think that Basil keeps
I'm
it short.
sorry,
so
Maddie.
he shouts out and says, "We need him alive," and we'll kind of book it up. We'll hand out towards this guy, and there's just like this tiny little shimmer, almost more of a rippling in the air that
Hell
the
yeah.
kind of haze that you get when the concrete is too hot, just over the top of the fingers. As he speaks this, his voice kind of vibrates, almost these kind of like Mongolian throat sing, like two-toned, comes out of his mouth, and he says, "Who sent you?"
Oh, that's fun. I love that.
Who sent you and why was it Hilltop?
They are not compelled to speak. However, should they speak the truth.
Oh, hell yeah. If you're not compelled to speak, that tells me that sort of, oh, okay, I'm gonna be a little bitch about it. And I'm gonna say he's gonna respond to you, but it's going to be in that veiled way of just instinctual battle training of it's not gonna be a direct answer.
I can also, if you'll let me, I'd be
Oh my God.
happy, because one of my abilities is "Don't you know who I am?" I was wondering if maybe I could do like essentially like a presence roll to maybe coax it on.
Yeah, give me that presence,
Authority.
bro.
Let's see. All right, I will. So in order to add that experience, I spend a hope.
Yeah.
Do so.
Do we think it would be mean if I told you you did this with disadvantage just because of the sheer amount of things that you've been doing?
I think that's fair, but I'm still willing to try.
Yeah, okay, give it to me with disadvantage, so minus a d6.
Okay.
I will always pitch things to the table. I will always pitch things to the table.
There might be something I could do to help, but we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. Difficulty's
I
14
don't
as
think a
always.
6 is gonna do it, unfortunately.
No,
But
okay.
with hope.
Okay, mark off that hope. As you shout, who sent you? He looks at you, holding his ear, blood running through his hands, falling down his forearm, where you see that it is a wiry sort of forearm, definitely not a frontline combatant, but someone that has definitely seen quite a lot of combat. looks at you. Old money, blood money, the war starts anew. And as he says that, first I'm going to mark off, so he's going to do his passive, but he's going to do his passive after he does this. So,
He
I'm
also,
going to, yes.
I don't know if this, technically he did answer, he just did it in a roundabout way. But technically if they refuse to answer the question, they must mark a stress, and the effect ends.
Cool, that's locked in for future.
Cool.
Because he didn't lie, it's just roundabout, because he's nasty.
Then the effect still stands.
Hell yeah. Spotlighting him, I'm going to enact his passive after he does this, but I'm going to spend a fear right now. I'm going to choose a point within far range. So it's the box where all of you are standing. And that's fun. Well, Alsif, you said I go right up to him and I try to stab his leg.
I know.
You
Can
are
I-
certainly within far
I'm just
range.
fucking with you.
Can I proposition a vibe before this like fuckery happens?
Yeah, hit me.
Simply like to get a bead on what I think is happening, even if you can't do anything about it. I would like to spend a hope to use my experience. I've outlived better men, which is when basically it's like I've watched braver, nobler men die for causes I've walked away from. I'm good at telling when the chips are down and can easily make hard pragmatic choices of like getting a bead on this guy of like a everybody run or like a we're gonna die or I could take him.
Bestie, I mean, if you want to give me,
You can say no. I just wanted to do things.
oh yeah, you could absolutely like get a bead on him as he's doing this. The vibe that he gives in general is he is your level of dangerous on his playing field, but he's getting ganged up on, and that's not where he wants to be. So he's gonna do a big thing to try not be here.
Cool.
Hell
Could
yes,
M-
I need
Miss,
damage
Miss,
die.
Mr. DM, Mr. Baby Girl,
Yes.
could I,
That
if
is my
he's,
bad.
Mr. Baby Girl, because that reminds me, I also have an experience called the Heist Master of Fun. Could I, do you think, see if there is a way to escape that this person's trying to escape to that I might have clocked?
Honestly, without even having to invoke your experience, there's a very clear corridor that he is trying to run out of.
Okay. Can I get
Then the corridor like goes out into like this like terraced area. Now you could like be like, I'm gonna go down the stairs, but you know, I don't think this guy's vibe is stairs. I'm going to need an agility reaction roll from everybody, please.
Okay.
As you see that from the tip of the dagger, a little ball of lightning coalesces, and he shoots it directly into the ground, and it's just big explosion of electricity around you guys.
And we're attempting to beat our evasion or roll under evasion? What is the...
You guys are making an agility reaction roll, so reaction roll means that no hope or fear is generated from it. But it's still the same thing, 2d12, and you're just trying to meet or beat a 14.
No.
Okay.
16.
A 9.
Love. Just keep if you succeed this, you hold your footing, and you take half damage. If you fail this, you're going to be thrown back, and you're going to take all this damage.
8 with fear. Oh, but it's not fear. Sorry, 8.
Yeah.
Get an 18 with fear.
Cool. So don't worry about the with fear or with hope for the reaction. Those of you who failed take 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Those of you who succeeded take 8 points of damage. So balance that with your damage thresholds. As he just creates a big explosion of lightning. And then I'm going to use his passive. After making the attack, I'm going to have him mark a stress. As you see that he speaks words in the language of creation, the language that was only allowable for divinity to speak, but once mages discovered them, they created the baseline for magic around it, for arcane magic. As he speaks the word for escape, and you see that he is cloaked in shadows, and you see him now at the balcony, a point at far range.
So we don't want to kill this guy because I could maybe try and kill this guy right now.
But I'll say as he does escape, the bag of coins falls to the ground.
Because I could possibly do the vengeance thing again, because he was in melee range of me.
I mean, if he's getting away,
He's better dead than gone.
yeah.
Because it says adversary within melee range succeeds on an. Oh, it's not an attack. He's not rolling to hit me. Don't worry about it.
He is
Kidding.
leaving though, so I believe I can take an attack of opportunity and use my halberd, unless he pushed me out of melee range with his lightning.
Did you succeed or did you fail?
I failed.
I
You were the first
succeeded.
back.
Shit.
I love that.
Can I hit him?
You can try.
Attack of opportunity is a specific warrior thing.
I don't have my battle axe in hand, so it'd be unarmed strike.
Okay. Well, I mean, as I said, attack of opportunity is a word-specific thing, so not right now. Hell yeah. Who's pushed back? Who's not?
I am not pushed back.
I'm pushed
Okay.
back.
I'm out.
So me and Elsif are pushed back.
Hell yeah.
The
You guys.
boys.
The girls.
Men.
That's. Hell yeah. Keeping up the intensity. You guys see that this guy is at the balcony now, sort of like, not fully licking his wounds, but he is just coughs up a little bit of blood over the balcony as he starts to assess a route of best escape. What are you all doing?
Can I throw my weapon?
What's your weapon?
I have a returning blade.
Hell yeah, Bessie. Hit me.
All right, so weapon attack is the 12, and then I add whatever my thing
Yes,
is.
2d12 plus whatever your things are. And if you have anything extra, any extra stank you want to throw in it, feel free to do that.
Extra
I
cheese
have-
you want to throw in it?
I have no stank other than fancy words, so we'll just call it there. Okay.
You ruffian! Ha!
Ooh, I can. Is he technically in far range?
Yeah, he got up to far range.
Great. I would love to use Troublemaker. I basically get to provoke or taunt a creature, and I make a presence roll. On a success, I roll my proficiency and the target must mark stress equal to the results rolled.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to taunt him and throw my dagger.
Fuck you, sir.
You absolute cunt. That's what I would like to say. You ruffian, you scoundrel, rapscallion. I say as I make a presence roll.
I throw my cheese at you, sir.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
I got a 20.
Love?
With hope. I don't actually. If it's an ability check, I don't add that, right?
No, you do. You mark off that hope for yourself. Hell yeah. 20 with
Great.
hope. This is going to... Does it? That's a great question. And
I
you know
was
what?
just
We'll figure
going
out
to
the
ask.
rulings.
The ability. So fun, so cool, so pretty.
We'll figure out the
isn't it?
rulings on this later. I'll double check it during our
Cool.
break. For now, mark off the hope, and if it doesn't, and if you shouldn't, we'll let it
We'll do
stand
what
for
it is.
now as a GM mistake, as a learning
Okay.
experience.
I get to roll basically 2d4, and then he has to mark the higher amount of stress.
Yeah.
He marks 3 stress as I say, "Get back here, you twat!" And I'm gonna throw my dagger.
Hell
I
yeah.
hope it works. Okay. That is a crit. I rolled 2 1s, so I don't know what that does.
That's still.
Um, It's still a crit. Great.
Well.
Paul is like the dog with the
Damage.
sun
I don't know if
meme.
The little fa audio just always plays in my head anytime you guys crit. Okay, cool. So awesome. So you throw your dagger at him. Was that a crit on the attack? Or was that a crit on the
Yeah.
taunt? Okay, crit on the okay. So in
The attack.
Daggerheart, the way that attack rolls that crit go is you take the highest value of damage as a baseline, and then you roll damage as it were normal, and you just add it all together.
Wait.
Oh,
So
shit.
That's so good.
okay.
Including
do a lot of
modifier, or
damage.
does modifier go on top of everything?
On top of everything.
I don't have any modifiers, so.
So
it's
like
all
if
good.
you're I'd
I ain't
say
got shit.
I'd say if it was like, a D12, let's say, you do 12 plus a roll of a 1D12. Yeah.
Right. So I add and I immediately max out the number, and then I roll and add it on top.
Yes.
So
Crunchy crit.
I'm gonna grab my calculator because I don't want anyone to judge my math here. All right.
I love
I
that
will
frequency.
hit for 24 damage as I throw my dagger.
All right. I'm gonna be so real with you, Bessie. That's gonna do
That's
it.
gonna do it.
His hit
Yeah.
points, they're not all there. Do you want this? So I'll tell you right now, and I'll give you the reins on how you want to. Oh my god. He's standing at the balcony. You could kill him right here. You could throw him over the edge. You could incapacitate him. It's up to you. Hannah, Basil, how do you want to do this?
I think Basil is surprised by his bravery in this moment. He taunts this, and I think he mostly throws the blade out of a child's frustration. You know, when kids will like kick things or like throw things, they don't actually think they're gonna hit you, right? They don't think it's actually gonna go through. They just toss it because they're mad. And I think Basil taunts this fella and throws it as this dagger kind of through the air. We have the camera, it kind of slow motion moves on it as it's flying through the air before it speeds up once more. I want this dagger to land like square in the back of his hamstring, and I want him to tumble over the side.
Do you want this to be fatal?
Can I do the thing where he like cartoon falls on like several like tents or something as he's going down? So it like, oh, ooh, ah, ooh, so he's alive at the bottom, so we can still interrogate him.
There won't be, okay. There
Hey,
won't be
Bale,
that many
or-
things because we're right on the edge of the Coliseum,
Got
but
it.
we can make it fall through one and be passed out.
Great.
Hell yeah.
I'd love that,
Uh,
please.
Your dagger finds purchase in his hamstring. A scream that you can hear all the way from the box as he tumbles off the side, and you hear the ripping of fabric as he falls to the ground beyond the Coliseum.
I think you guys all see Basil go, oh, as the dagger arrives back in his hand.
Gods, Basil.
Cassian just
I-
kind of walks up and like claps you on the back, like not really looking at you, but looking out.
You hear something crack in Basil's spine.
Hell
I
yeah.
didn't know I could do that.
And with that,
It gets easier.
you guys turn and see, as you see, Suridara has now made it to the opening where you guys are. Is everybody okay? The Archmage is safe, the representatives are safe. Is everybody here okay? Where did the assassin go?
Over there, and then down.
Well, we should
Over there.
hurry before anyone else gets to him.
I'll reach down and pick up the bag of coins as well.
Hell
I'll reach up and pick up the mask and throw it to him.
Bag of coin and mask. Says, you see, Suridara holds. You see that Suridara goes. You throw the mask, and he just sort of like almost airbendery holds it in a sphere in front of him. Says, "I'm not putting my hands on this, not yet."
Cassian, having barehanded, like picked it up and passed it to you, was like,
He looks at you and says, "That dagger was arcane. That dagger was."
he lifts up his arm and you can just see kind of like the pulsating necrotic fucking wound, and he's like, yep.
Oh, okay,
My
okay.
God,
We
Pathetic.
You what?
Oh, Cassian. Priya's gonna go over to him and she's gonna sing a
Oh,
little song
flesh
to
wound.
him.
It's absolutely
And
disgusting.
you
I think
can,
it's not from here.
And all allies within close range clear a hit point.
Hell yeah. As Hero begins this tune, you all start clearing a hit point. Hell yeah.
Which is with the troubadours. There we go, sponsored by Darrington Press. There we go.
We're really making a meal of this, and I love
We
it.
really are.
Right, let me pull up a card sponsor. As we should. Hell yeah. Yeah. What are you guys doing as you have this moment as Suridara is here, looking at all this, running some calculations in his mind that you cannot be privy to. What are you all doing?
I think I'd like to walk up to Adara and kind of get quite close to him and just say, there's going to be a lot of friends in here really quickly, and they're going to come to some conclusions. And I need you to make sure that they don't make any rash actions towards anyone here. Because any gestures to the bag of coin and to the mask, it feels like a setup.
The dagger too. Those are all the direct enemies of Voldaen. All of them.
And Hilltop.
And Hilltop.
And that mask is from my circus, by the way.
Hmm.
Dragons. Dicks. Okay. Okay.
Speaking of, how's the prince doing?
I'm gonna spend a fear. And
Did her little ditty do anything?
Prince isn't part of you guys. Prince isn't there.
Fuck!
Prince is all the way at the back. As the camera shifts over to the prince, who is cradled in the arms of the Lord Chancellor. As he looks up at you guys who are further in the tunnel, you see the prince is alive but taking very ragged breaths as there's a spread of some necrosis or poison in the wound. He's giving very Frodo stabbed by the Nazgul. Yeah, he's just not doing well. As the prince is shuddering and very clearly, very quickly beginning to overheat, see the Lord Chancellor sets him down in the arms of some attendants and starts walking down this corridor towards all you. What did you do?
And Cassian just looks at Adara like, you're lying, buddy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. I'm going to make a little roll for him just to see how well this is going to go for him. If anybody would like to help,
Yeah.
tell me how you're helping, and I'll give him advantage on this.
I think definitely because our little hero is not versed to being defamed. She would just stand up and be like, "We helped you out, and we got the villain. All right, right there, resting, and we got all the evidence too. And if you'd
Can we
like,
see the?
wait,
I was just about to ask. Can we? Is the body here or is it not here?
Oh,
No,
It fell
the body.
through the thing.
Yeah, the body was.
Yeah, Basil's gone.
Basil's gone.
Oh. I'm booking it. Nobody's getting that body before Basil.
Oh, I see.
I love
we got
that.
the
Hell yeah.
villain, the body somewhere, and if you'd like, I can also help the prince to feel a tiny bit better. That is what she
Alright.
says to try to help out.
I'm gonna roll this. Hell yeah. On a nat 20 plus your help, you see Suridara says, immediately drops to one knee, deep bow, head low. Takes off the the mage staff that he has on his back, lays it low on the ground, hands up. My lord, I was with the Archmage. I accompanied the Archmage to safety, and then I gathered here with these individuals. At the initial time of the attack, and he gives the exact time, these individuals were at a distance of minimum 50 to 200 feet away. Each individual here sprang into action immediately to help apprehend the assailant. The assailant was struck in the hamstring with a knife thrown by that man as he just kind of points at you as you are walking away, okay. Basil. And I believe that he is going to go retrieve the body of the assailant. The assailant might be dead, the assailant might be incapacitated. The assailant fell off the balcony as a result of the attack. We are not enemies here. We do not want war. See the Lord Chancellor looks at you all, doesn't relax at all. Men, accompany the representative of the Destinian Councillor. As Basil, you see that
dagger. That's the weapon. It should be on the body.
Hell yeah. You say that a couple of guards, not Crown's guard, but just Voldaen guards, start rushing after you, Basil, to go accompany you, keeping a respectful distance, but not so respectful that it's fully comfortable.
And would you like me to heal your son or not?
You don't get near my nephew.
All right, your choice.
Cassian's just kind of like wiping the blood from his mouth.
Yeah, what happened to the... No, I'm not asking what happened
He
to
spat it out. He went,
Okay, cool.
"Pooey." It's on the ground.
That's a real man right there.
They're just like, where's the evidence? He just points.
Diana,
on the ground.
Men follow the wet one. Jesus Christ. Hey, Hannah, I'm sorry. It's canon.
Look,
it's
it's
real.
my man. It's fine.
It's a real
Basil,
canon.
It's the thing, and it's okay. He's a little wet lad, and they can follow
He's so
behind. Little
cute.
ducklings this way. And is gonna go head towards the body.
Hell yeah, awesome. You all see dagger, a mask, a bag. And you just see the Lord Chancellor is doing the 1+1 = war of dagger from Armada, of Master from Armada, bag of coins from Justhain, and very obvious magic bullshit. And the Lord Chancellor is immediately jumping to those conclusions.
Yeah. When that man stabbed me through with that dagger, he said one thing to me before he tried to escape. That his blood would bring war. Someone wants war. What better way to enact it than to leave such obvious evidence behind? Does this not seem staged to you? Awfully planned? If Armadans wanted to kill and get away with it, why would they use something so obvious as a theatre mask that is a kraken? We are above that. This is a gross offense to our nations. And I only see one nation not represented here. Don't you?
Oh. Love. Presents.
Okay.
If it were anybody else, it would be advantage, but this is the Lord Chancellor, and he's a bit of a bitch. He's a bit of a dick.
Ooh, I do have, I don't, well, does he know who I am?
Oh, ha. Yeah, he looks at you. You see the Lord Chancellor gets a very good look at you.
And I don't flinch
And
away from
his
it.
hand immediately goes to his sword, but he is just... He is... It's white knuckle the way that he is so... he is gripping the sword. Because remember, Lord Chancellor was jousting. He's in full armor right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as
He
just
100%
to
knows
add
who you
in
are.
the bonus that I would like to add, I would like to use my experience. I burnt the banner to add a +2 to this. And just as a final thing, he just kind of like raises his chin, like eyes dead as ever, and just says, "And I know there's other conclusions you may jump to, but if you know me, you know that I'm never one to deny my sins. This wasn't us."
As you say this wasn't us, before you tell me what you roll, you see the
Yeah.
Lord Chancellor does say, "Yes, well, you did delight in killing princes back in your prime."
16 with hope.
16 with hope. Mark off that hope.
Well, I take it away and then put it right back because I used one.
Oh, I love it. So you see with hope, Lord Chancellor looks away, looks at looks at his nephew in the arms of the physicians. Fuck.
You need to hide this before chaos erupts. Only the people in this room know about it, and we need to keep it that way.
Look.
I think from a hero's perspective, he seems to be sliding very easily into a position of leadership that you've never kind of seen him do before, and it seems to be coming very easily.
She's noting all of this down, by the way. She's like, this would be an excellent play. These lines are incredible. I'm noting every single thing down. What the hell? This is a great quote.
In the back of your mind, you're like, I do not deny my sins.
I do not deny my sins. The stage play is incredible. They looked each other in the eyes, and like, it's, yeah, that's what's going through it.
Somewhere, Hero invented AO3 millennia before it came to the world of Alphas.
Canon.
Hell yeah. You see the Lord Chancellor looks away. I do not want war. But with the evidence as it stands, war is what will happen. You have until the end of the tourney. Find who did this, or war begins anew. I pray it doesn't. Give me an instinct check. I really tapped into Cynthia Erivo just with the nails on my temple, trying to figure out what I want this to be. Yeah.
Me specifically? Okay.
You or like any of the other two that are still in this room as well.
7, so no. I don't think so.
5 with fear.
Oh, with fear as well.
Yeah.
Yippee!
First fear I've got in this session.
Hell yeah. The Lord Chancellor walks away, going back to tend to his nephew. And what you don't see is that, well, not what you don't see, less what you don't see and what you don't notice, is that in there, he was lying to you. He said he doesn't want war. Cassian, the Lord Chancellor, is very much like you. War is the best thing he's ever been good at. And he relishes the idea of going back to it. And we're going to switch the spotlight back to our Pookie Basil. Pookie Basil, you are able to run down the stairways of the Colosseum. You are met along the way by 2 guards that introduce themselves and say that they are from the Lord Chancellor's detail, and they are here to escort you to the body. As you get to the bottom of the Colosseum, you see that the body fell through the top of a food cart. This little tent that had been set up as a little stall for food. As the body, there's a small crowd around. The guards very quickly there was already like guards that were here that secured a perimeter already, so it's pretty undisturbed.
Okay. Basil will move as close to the body as he can. This kind of circle forming around. He'll kind of turn to the others. Nothing to see here. And will kind of adjust his riding gloves that he had been using. And he's going to quickly kind of pull hair or pull any mask back from the assailant. I want to check if they're alive.
Hell yeah. You go get a pulse. Like we established earlier, not dead, incapacitated, passed out. You were there. You stood side by side. Give me a knowledge roll.
Okay.
As you begin to get a better read for this assassin.
That is a 15 with hope.
Hell yeah. The face of Suri Dara Porfir looks back at you. Well, it doesn't look back because this person is passed out. Or it would be the exact face of Suri Dara Porfir were it not for a massive scar that runs from the bottom of his left eye down to his jaw.
I think
Evil twin.
I think Basil kind of startles back for a moment as he kind of looks over and will gently kind of pull the hair back to where it was so that anyone looking around won't recognize this individual. And I would immediately like to snap my fingers to one of the guards for any kind of bindings, rope or otherwise. This bitch ain't getting away. I'm hog tying.
Hell yeah.
good
You're
at that sort of
very
thing.
able to, with the help of the Voldaen guards, you're able to hog tie this guy, yeah.
I start, and I would like to kind of like peel through his pockets. I want to see what else he's got on them. Also, the Destiny banner. There was a little at his side, right? A little green tower.
That was the bag of coins. Had the
Bag
a
of
tower with a like a flame of war over it.
Got it. All right, cool. In that case, I won't get rid of that because it's not here. And I will instead. I just want to pick through his stuff. What's it got on
Oh,
him?
You know
Any
what?
Cryptic
I'm gonna
notes being like, "Hey, signed Polaris, get that guy."
Unfortunately, this guy immediately. What I'm gonna extend that knowledge roll. Immediately, what you get is that this guy was a professional, and didn't carry any identifying things on him during a job. It is all very muted, like very dark colors. He's dressed like a spy. He's dressed like a spy and an assassin, with his garb portraying even no aesthetic beyond color scheme loyalty to any nation.
Okay.
This is the sort of guy that you buy the work of, that you buy the labor of in a dark alley, and you know that once money exchanges hands, someone's going to be dead.
Basil is intimately familiar with that
Yeah.
sort.
What I will
I
say
don't know.
is the dagger was still on his body. The dagger is cracked, so there's not that electricity anymore. But the one thing that you do get is that on the interior of the dagger, so the dagger was sort of like, you know the Halo sword where it has like the channel in the middle where like the fuller is like hollow. That fuller of the dagger was where the electricity was channeled through. And you can see now that at the very center of it, there was a little orb that had a liquid inside, and you see the remains of this poisonous green liquid that is the sort of thing that you might be able to hold on to as a lead.
Yes, Basil will take this. He is wearing gloves, so his fingerprints and stuff aren't going to be on it, but he'll kind of wrap it around and pull open his, kind of pop the buttons on his coat and pop it on the inside where he kind of carries another 2 daggers at his front that kind of just slit right in and he kind of
cool.
pop. And it just looks like a regular suit or robe of any kind. It's very surprisingly inconspicuous. As
If you're
he's going to
hiding
charge
that, I'm not letting you just hide that just for fun.
No, I don't think he would attempt to conceal it.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it's so much like no one that I don't trust is taking this dagger.
Cool. Yeah, awesome. Okay. You see one of the guards leans over. My lord, we should move the body to a more secure location.
Get him in the cell, somewhere quiet. Don't show his face.
Of course. There are cells at the base of the Colosseum that we can move him to.
I want guards outside his door, 24/7, and at least 2 different countries guarding it at any given time. It can never just be one.
Oh. Presence. I'm gonna set the difficulty here at... Honestly, we're gonna call it an 18. We're gonna call it an 18.
Okay.
You are.
Can I add,
above
don't
them
you know who I am?
Oh, of course you can. You're above them in the hierarchy, but you're not their boss. And they also
Yep.
don't have that much authority here because they're just guards. They're not Crown's guards.
That's
They're
fair.
not. Yeah.
Okay.
They're like event security.
Okay. $16 with fear. No, sorry.
Aw.
18. Because I have a +2.
18?
Plus
With
'cause I
fear
have-
still? Yippee.
With fear.
Sadly, unclicks fear counter.
With fear.
Oh yeah, cool. Say, of course we will pass on that directive, and they move the body back. I would like to do a bit of a time skip, if you guys are down. When do you guys reconvene? You've been given... Yeah, when do you guys reconvene? Where do you go? You've been given a directive by the Lord Chancellor that you have some time to figure this out. Strategizing needs to happen. I would like to cut as the camera follows Basil and the guards moving towards where the cells area at the base of the Colosseum, as we just pan to later that night, as you guys all arrive at the same location.
Mr. Baby Girl, I would like to use my experienced Grandmaster chess player.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because she's probably way smarter than I am, if you could help me out. And she's definitely now scheming and trying to figure out the best strategy of how we can meet up and figure this shit out. And I don't know if she's maybe sent letters. Maybe she's trying to find like a good hiding spot or a place that we could meet that no ears will be like met. But like pretty much like putting all the pieces together.
Yeah. Give me a finesse roll. Finesse is stuff you use to control, and I know that tends to mean more in the like get control of something physical, but let's extend that to like can you finesse a situation?
Ooh, but I have a... Okay, but can I use my +2 on my experience then?
Yeah. You
Correct.
spend a hope and you can use that. No problem, of course.
That is... okay, it's just that balance itself out. That's +7 +2. I'm not great at maths either. So it's 12, 14.
14? Yeah, we can call that a success. With fear or hope?
Hope.
Love that, Mark. That my hand, I'm becoming so mean. My hand was already going towards my mouse to click on the next tree.
All right, calm down a little.
Jelly Pop, stay humble. Stay humble. You already have 4 fears.
I'm a dog on the leash being like, let me at him. I want to mark him. Awesome. Okay, hell yeah. Neutral ground is kind of hard to
Exactly.
find.
That's why she's like...
I mean,
maybe
you could
even
just...
like paying someone. Like she is not above throwing money at us.
We could go to the outside merchants.
Yeah, there are a lot of like shout out Empire, but there's like the core camp isn't surrounded by just thousands of like yo folk, good old peasant like tents and stuff. Past the like ring of merchants. It's sort of like the merchants are an asteroid belt, and you guys are like the core solar system. And
now it's the opposite. Now the merchants are in the middle, and everything else is around at Empire, new site.
Oh, I love that. Hell yeah. But yeah, you could go try find like a neutral spot there, buy out a pavilion or something. There is within the core camp, the most neutral place is the within the core camp, the most neutral place is the Colosseum, or like any of like the temple that has been like the impromptu temple that has been put up.
Could that
anything
be
like that. You
could it
could
be just
also
a bar, like a basement of like a bar?
see this entire tourney grounds were put up over the course of a weekend.
Okay.
So there's no basements. You could go to like your circus tent, but that is your tent would be the most private place.
Yeah, but it's the most obvious as well.
Yeah.
More than welcome to come to the Justine camp. We have a wonderful galley of wine. If you want neutral ground, fair enough. If you want a private space that's protected, it's also possible.
Both. Yes. No. Perhaps.
I'll leave that fully up to you guys at this point in the night.
Okay.
It's quiet. There was commotion, and you can tell that by the morning, rumors are going to start spreading.
Right.
But for now, the biggest noises is just people going back to their tents, chilling out in the roaring campfires all around this meadow.
She looks at Basil and is like, "Sorry, you're saying that your place could be good? You don't think anyone's going to check on what you're doing and what you're saying?" All
Oh
right.
no, no. I have eyes everywhere. If someone's looking, then, well, I'll know.
And you're sure about that?
Quite confident that my patrons are
Loyal?
Yes.
All right. I'll trust you on that.
Prudence. Kind of look around.
Prudence comes out from the shadows. Yes.
This giant minotaur.
Yes.
You're
Prudence, full like Dragon Ball Z, spawns in.
I am going to just give you a minute to turn to the others, and say kind of in a louder voice, I would like you to go to the Justine tent, and I'd like you to prepare a quiet and private space. I want every entrance in or out guarded, and I want my eyes on it. And I'm going to quietly whisper to her as I'm kind of leaning forward, as if I've like kind of stumbled or dropped something, trying to like play it off. And if you could bring me Magnus, I have something I'd like to speak to him about.
Yes, of course. We'll get that right away. Yeah, and sure enough, within like, she works quick. Within the next like 15 minutes, she provides you not like the central, like bigger hub tent for the Justine camp, but like one that is specifically meant to be a meeting place for these diplomatic meetings. Maybe a meeting of a marriage alliance was done here earlier today. Who's to say? Little birdie told you a lot of things. But yeah, there's a big central table. There's chairs. There's a couple bottles of Justinian wine out here. You guys can talk.
Basil will enter in and kind of offer the central area. He won't necessarily pop the wine, but he does trust it. He'll probably pour himself a glass and pop it on the table for anyone else, showcasing like, hey, I'm not gonna poison you, not gonna do anything. I'm gonna drink my own wine. Have it if you like. And we'll, as everyone kind of begins to get comfortable, pop, and pull the dagger, pop it on the table.
As you do that, we're gonna run this scene as this is going to be your long rest. So while you're having this scene, just for you to like in your mind color your role play or the actions that you're taking, the way a long rest works is, and I'm pulling it up right now just so I have a reference in front of me. Lord, I had the page and then I moved away from it. Why did I do this? I'll tell you right now, but I'll tell you now. Jesus, I'll tell you now, and I'll tell you, and it'll be great, and it'll be great crack. Long rest. You are able to switch out any domain card from your loadout for any card in your vault, and then you can then choose 2 of the following moves. So you can tend to all wounds, clear all stress, repair all armor, prepare or work on a project. Preparing means that describe how you prepare for the next day's adventure, then gain a hope. If you choose to prepare with 1 or more party members, you each gain 2 hope. So as you enter this strategizing session, what are you all doing?
You said work on a project. Is that with other people? And that would be 2 hope.
Say that again to me, please.
Sorry, on the you're so good. Work on a project. Was that 2 people?
You can do it yourself and you gain 1 hope, or if you do it with other people, you can each gain 2 hope. So like, you can all like strategize, and we can count that as working on a project if that's an action that you want to take. But don't feel that like if you're not strategizing, you're not working on a project. You know.
Okay.
So like, yeah. You guys do whatever you want here in this session. Talk it out.
Cool.
Typically, like the working on a project stuff is like crafting or
I see.
like real long-term stuff.
Gotcha. I'm gonna do 10 dull wounds and clear all stress because that's what I need.
Same.
You guys sit down. Wine is available for yourselves to pour yourselves, and the dagger is at the center of the table. What are we all doing?
So you got that one, huh? Very clever.
Well, I wasn't exactly
letting
letting anyone else get their sticky little fingers on it, am I?
So your sticky fingers was better. Obviously, I'm not judging.
I think he kind of bites his tongue as if he wants to say something cheeky, like "Would you like to try?" sort of thing, and thinks better of it considering your status. Will kind of nod and say, "I have someone I trust that I would like to take a look at it. I've already sent Prudence to bring them here. Might be able to provide some insight into our little friend, and perhaps even provide insight into how to help with the lasting or lingering effects."
Who?
A dear friend of mine by the name of Magnus Heidi Olgaris, Draconian Polaris, business liaison, works in arcane materials, shipping from Justine to Polaris, a friend, old friend,
Good
someone
friend?
I trust and someone I pay very well because of it.
Hero looks at Cassian like, I don't know about this. Like, I don't trust this.
Look, if you prefer to identify it yourself, go right ahead. He kind of sits back with the wine glass in hand, rolls it around.
Oh, it's less a choice I have to make and more of a, if he does anything funny, I'll kill him. If you're okay with that.
Fine by me.
Oh, so not a good friend then. Good to know. She just looks down at Alsif that isn't saying anything.
But Alsif's, her hands are a little bit busy. To clear her stress, she's visibly chewing on her fingernails. Some nervous habit. You can see little bits of what would be a fungal safe form of polish that have been already worn away in several different places. But she isn't saying anything because she's staring directly at the little capsule in the middle of the dagger. Do I recognize it? On sight.
Do you recognize the dagger?
Poison.
Oh, the poison. Well, now that you see it...
I am currently sewing up a wound. That's very that dagger.
I'll try not to bleed next to it.
Or on the carpet. It's very expensive.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
As she says that, she... Oh, sorry, like, it's like some drops of drops of blood on it. And she's like, oh, sorry.
Popping champagne spills over the top. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, man.
Sheesh. And that's her healing. Oh, she's gonna mock us. She's gonna take away stress by taking a glass of wine and drinking that. That's how she clears
Honestly,
the stress.
that's so real.
Sippy cup. There we go.
Alsif, give me knowledge with advantage.
Okay. Man, am I not good
low
at
knowledge party? This is such a low knowledge party. It's so funny.
Yeah, it
said
is.
it last
Oh, I'm
week.
glad
I'm
it's
never
funny
gonna-
for you.
I don't know
I'm
things.
never
I
gonna
pay
not be
people to know
hilarious.
things.
I got a 14 with fear.
All right. I already refreshed my fear for like the long rest of it all, which is I regain a fear equal to
Just looked at the overlay.
I regain a fear equal to a number of the PCs, plus 1d4. So I got 7 fear back. So I get that. Alsif, I'm gonna spend a fear by like
Alan,
immediately making you mark a stress. Well, if not, it would be 12 fear, and you don't want me to hoard it.
Her bites just get deeper
When
and
did we get
deeper,
to
and you can
11?
see her fingernails bleeding a little bit.
Hell yeah. Alsif, you look at that poison. It's a very peculiar, almost like neon green. It's like Monster Energy bright. Because it has a paralyzing agent. The bulk of it would have been used in the initial attack. That's why Cassian is still able to move. But you recognize this. You've worked with this paralyzing agent very closely.
Does it have a name?
Make up one.
Shit. I was hoping you would do that.
What's the one from The Princess Bride? White gull? White gull? No, that's The Witcher.
You see,
Iocane powder.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just googled it. Iocane
Yeah,
powder.
awesome. Yeah.
Which is
It's a poison that's made from
which, as
the...
you know, is full of criminals.
Squirrels.
Yes. It's a poison that's made of iocane powder mixed in with just very alcoholic spirits, weirdly enough. So you wouldn't notice it if it was slipped into wine or something like that, or directly applied to a dagger. It just numbs you and then paralyzes you.
She kind of like removes her finger from her mouth and tastes a little bit of blood, which you can see on her tongue. She turns to you, Cassian, and she just points at the wound and she goes, "You can't feel that right now, can you?"
It, sometimes when I'm in a fight, I don't really pay attention to what's happening. Didn't really notice.
I just thought you
I
were a
seem to
triple
be
heart
fine.
bastard.
Yeah, the unstoppable meant that the paralytic thing didn't affect him at all. He simply was too tough.
Too
He
tough.
literally is a triple heart bastard.
Built different, I see. It's iocane powder mixed with alcohol or something like that. I don't think your friend will be necessary, Basil.
I meant more of the make of the dagger, whether or not it had been sold or otherwise. We've kept this relatively quiet. With any luck, we could get it taken a look at. Whether its movement has been seen. I mean, it appears to be arcane in nature in any capacity. Perhaps it was shipped in for a particular purpose or to a person. I want to know.
Could I use my experience for travel to see if I recognize the make at all
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
Of the dagger?
of the dagger?
Yeah. Give me a roll using far traveled, sure.
Thank you. So it's with hope, 8 plus 6 plus 2, so whatever that is. Fucking hell. I don't know maths anymore. 14, 16?
It's very clearly a Polari dagger, very clearly from Polaris. But this is a wartime dagger. This is for sure a wartime dagger.
How old then?
Potentially 4 years ago, like anywhere 4 to like 6 years ago.
So it's still quite new. So, speaking of like, if you think of like daggers and the make of
Yeah,
daggers,
from the
like,
beginning of the war.
from the beginning, like that's
Yeah.
like she shares that.
I think
question.
Basil kind of lean. Oh, sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
I think Basil kind of lean forward, kind of swirl it in his drink, kind of look over, put his little arms over the table, little wiry fella. Wait, so what you're telling me is that it was a paralyzing agent and not poisonous, and therefore the attack wasn't intended to be lethal?
That's exactly what I was just thinking. It looks as though whoever did this didn't want the prince actually dead.
No, he did. He looked upset that he couldn't finish the job. He looked mad that he had to run. Saw it in his eyes.
Do you think?
At least that's what Apollo said at some point, so I'm just rolling with it.
Do you think he was mad that he couldn't finish the job, or that he couldn't plant the evidence?
I think he
That's
planted the
true.
evidence just fine.
Well, that's only
I'll
because we
bet.
caught him.
Yeah, exactly. We took the evidence from him.
On that, you see Prudence opens up. Sorry, Basil. The mage, the name of the NPC that I told you.
Magnus.
Yes. You said, go get Magnus. And I immediately ran to my list. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. These are the names you gave me. So,
No, I know. You see that Prudence just says, Magnus is occupied right now. The Archmage called a meeting of all the Polari mages. You are welcome to their camp in the morning. And
Oh,
on
that's
that, as
convenient.
conversations are yet to continue into the night, we're overdue a pee break. Everyone will be back very soon. And I've hit transition, and we're out of studio mode, and we're back. And
Incredible.
and I took off the shirt because I was overheating too much. But yeah, arms out for free. Arms out for arms out for
everyone sub
Darrington
now.
Press.
Jesus, all right. Fuck.
Here.
God, game over.
If they keep throwing money my way, I'll take off more. We can only leave the Essex
Chat,
sweater back
chat,
on.
please, chat.
Darrington Press, I
Anyway.
have
Where's my
request.
credit card?
I'm only half joking, I think. I don't know. I'll
Join
have
Patreon.
to
Find out.
I'll ask my I'll bring this up with my therapist on Wednesday. Anyway, you just received the news from Prudence that the Magus Magnus will not be available until the morning, as it seems like the information. Prudence says, yes. There's been a directive from the Lord Chancellor that all representatives hold the information of the events of the evening to themselves. So it seems like, at least in the Polaris camp, they're taking a second to come up with a story and to adapt for the days ahead. They're still going to go ahead with their arcane demonstration, but I think they're just putting together a couple extra security measures in place in case the Archmage is a target.
Well, looks like your friend is now under the wing of Polaris, so you can scratch them off of the board of people we can trust.
Is there anybody else that you would like me to try to... If not, if people aren't willing to come here tonight, I could always try to set up a meeting for the morning.
I think that would be best, Prudent. Thank you.
Okay.
And if you've... do your usual rounds. See if you hear anything.
Of course, right away. And she turns and walks out of the tent.
You see Basil's eyes kind of watch her go the whole way, and there's almost like a small, like, smirking smile as she
Insight check.
kind of exits out the...
What is insight check? What is the Daggerheart insight check?
Instinct. It's a baddie check.
They fucking...
That 8 plus 6 plus 1. Is he in love?
This is good. Hannah.
You see
hope.
Basil. Basil's always got a bit of a sneer and a smirk on his face in any given situation, but there is just a smile on his face as she leaves,
She knows
and
that
just a
stage
little bit of
rush
like
now.
you can see like he does the kind of boy head tilt, just so, like,
Oh,
Damn.
he's so into her. This is the
I
love of
just
his
clocked
life.
that about myself. I just clocked that. Dude, God, I hate that.
Every guy
actually.
does. Don't worry, baby. It's
Oh,
fine.
no.
do it.
I learned
It's
something.
okay.
That's the he
Just
of your
the-
pronouns sneaking
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Basil does the head tilt. Prudence a baddie. Prudence a baddie. And yeah, you clock that.
Before he kind of
See
like
clock.
turns back to the others.
Locked.
Yeah.
All right. Alsif, do you have anyone that you trust?
Not that I think have any expertise here. Everyone I know around here is helping with the planning, and if anything, they are kind of outside it, but they're performers. I don't know if they'll have that much expertise.
You'd be surprised. Performers kind of are. Are you a performer?
Not in the same sense as you.
In what
I've
sense
s-
then?
I point to my halberd and kind of tap the front of my breastplate at the time. She actually, as she's tapping the front, you can see her kind of move her fingers a little bit, and this fungal, these tendrils, just like mycelium, begin to crawl across the armor and gently kind of like pop out any dents in it. They start to like weave together to repair bits of chainmail, as she's using her other downtime activity to repair her armor slots.
Hell yeah.
But she's making direct eye contact with you the whole time. It's almost second nature. And she
Oh.
goes, I just used to do jousts. It's why I was called on to help Basil here.
Oh. Help Basil with what?
Oh, she shoots you a sideways glance. Nothing.
Oh, throw the match, of course.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yes, I have no shame in telling friends this such a thing. No, I'm by no means the person that was supposed to be jousting today. It was supposed to be my brother. My job is to ensure that, well, Justine looks as good as possible. Thank you for your contribution, by the way.
Of course,
Speaking
I thought
of-
the tuck and roll was a good touch.
You keep mentioning this brother of yours, but no one's seen him. Where's he at?
Alexei. Well, I actually don't know. He's usually on a bender at this point. I'll kind of like look around. Any evidence that Alexei's come back to the tent?
I'll tell you this for free. Alexei wasn't there at the Royal Box. And this
Weird.
tent is sort of like a private one. This is like a private meeting tent off the main one, so he might be at the main one.
You'll see as you kind of prompt this question, Basil will kind of furrow his brow. You know, now that you mention it, my brother's wasn't where he was supposed to be, but also he rarely is. So Oh, and one other thing. The fellow, I got a good look at his face, the assailant, as he was kind of carried into the dungeon.
Alive?
He looked like Adara.
What?
I mean exactly like Adara, everything but a single scar on the side of his face, practically twins. I covered it as best as I could from everyone else, but
Do you think you
something's
had...
going on here.
Well, I can also disguise myself in any magic that I can. Do you think it was disguise the magic, or do you think it was someone
It
who
would have
was
faded
related?
when he got knocked out, surely.
Only
It's
if
not always
additionally,
when I'm
it's-
casting it.
If you were casting it, then if there was some kind of concealment, then the scar wouldn't have shown through. It would have been a match, no?
Mm-hmm. Let me check my cards. But
Doppelganger's a thing in this universe.
I don't know.
I mean-
I just work here.
It's valid.
Does Adara have any non-siblings?
I think that's something we need to ask.
I agree.
Yeah, adjust appearance. You magically shift your appearance and clothing to avoid recognition. But it doesn't say if that goes away if you become...
If he was
Yeah.
trying to become Adara, to frame Adara in some capacity, or look like Adara and get caught,
Mhm.
then he wouldn't want an identifying factor.
That's
Why the hell
true.
would he turn himself into Adara if Adara was right there?
But
Confusion.
also, I will also say the physical frame build of these two, not the same.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
Just
Dora's...
the facial
face.
sort of structure situation.
Identical face, facial scar, different build.
All right. So they're...
Evil twin.
I was going to say the same thing, cliche, but could happen.
I mean, I don't know. I've seen multitude of your plays, and at least one of them had an evil twin. No,
You've
Am I
seen
mid-twin?
multitude of my plays, so you're a fan.
I am a benefactor of the arts in all its forms.
So
I
you
love
paid
anyone
for
that
them
tells
as
the
well?
truth like you do.
Well, I do apologize for anything I've said about Justine, but at the same time, I don't. It is the truth. Just sprinkled with a bit of magic.
Look, if
So
you can do anything with
perhaps-
flair, I respect it.
She
So
like...
perhaps the face was the third of clues. The mask of Armada, the face of Polaris, and the coin of Justine. Where's the dagger from?
Well, the daggers, Polaris, made 4-6 years ago. It's quite a new make of a dagger. Literally made for war. She kind of wants to ask about what he did at war, but she has a contract with him, and she's not going to ask questions because she likes having him on her retainer. So she's not going to say anything. But it shows on her face that she's like burning with like wanting to ask a question.
And we've already established that the mechanism inside wasn't meant to kill the prince. It was meant to harm. It was meant to cause a stir, to start the war anew, as you said. Is it
Or-
possible that Voldaen did this themselves?
I'm gonna point
Paralyzing
of
to make him
order.
easier to kill? Yeah, go.
No, you cleared it. Point of order there was you. Some of your characters are assuming that the intent wasn't to kill. Cassian very clearly saw. Now again, this could be something else entirely. But Cassian saw the reaction of "oh fuck" after the initial thing.
It was an intent to kill.
An intent to kill in front of a lot of people.
Exactly.
Now,
We all know what the point was. And,
do you think the king
He's-
would kill his own son?
no, he's only got one left.
That doesn't answer the question.
The Lord Chancellor is the uncle, not
Uncle.
the
Ah,
yes, not
Oh.
not father.
okay. So
If there
I mean,
was no heir, would it go to the Chancellor?
You can give me a knowledge roll to see if you know anything about the royal family.
Would love to. Can I add a little birdie told me?
Sure.
See what I know? If
Can
anyone's
I-
ever passed any
Absolutely.
Can
info?
can I roll with advantage for reasons that make sense?
Fuck off. Yes.
King
you
Slayer?
can.
Prince Slayer?
Okay, Jamie Lannister.
Mhm.
Fucking calm down.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've never
I got
even read a Game of Thrones.
16.
A game.
I got
16, sorry, with fear.
It's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear flying around.
Yeah.
13
It's fine.
with fear.
Guys, I'm maxed out on fear.
Mm,
So we're fine.
are you sure?
I think that
Now,
means the
in
war just
fairness-
straight up starts now.
I'm in all of your walls.
Nuke goes off.
Okay, so family line. Yeah, who got the higher? I mean, like, look, this is information that you're all gonna get.
Cassian.
Cool. The queen right now is pretty sick. She sustained injuries during the war, and she is at various degrees of recovery day to day. The various degrees of recovery, but she is still well enough to rule. So she's basically been ruling from her hospital bed. The queen has not formally sat the throne in about a year's time because she's been not well enough for it, apart from like very big ceremonial days. Effectively, Voldaen has been led by the Queen's Council for the longest time. Leader of the council is obviously the Lord Chancellor. At the beginning of the war, when the Queen fell ill first, there was a Prince Regent who was the Crown Prince at the time, Prince Urian Arvold. He is no longer with us as he died during the war. So the Crown Prince title moved to Prince Darren Arvold. And should he die, the next in line for the crown of Voldaen would be the Lord Chancellor, as the king consort wouldn't get the crown.
Mm.
How close is the Lord Chancellor to having a lot of allies in Hilltop?
In Hilltop, we can extend that. Hilltop and Polaris are Hilltop and Voldaen are they're pretty thick as thieves. They are the nation of the crown and the nation of the gods. It's church and state, arm in arm, frolicking through a field of dead bodies.
So it makes sense if Voldaen was trying to set something up that they'd make sure that their best friends don't have any fingerprints on the blade.
These are a lot of accusations.
We say accusations.
They're
We're just
logical.
saying we're just putting down what you're giving us.
These are logical conclusions that follow the information that you have right now. Do you have proof?
Does Sir Leno want war, or is he a good man?
You can give me an instinct check with disadvantage just because he's not here right now.
Oh.
But you could also alternatively hold and ask him in person.
I'm doing it so I know whether I want to ask him in person or not.
Cool.
That's pretty good. Okay, wait. I know how to do maths. 13 minus, because disadvantage, 13. 13 with hope.
13 with hope. Mark off that hope. Let's call that a success. Sir Leonor is a pious man. And when I say pious, I mean in the ancient Roman sense of piety, which is devotion and honor and servitude to the gods, to the nation, and to your family in that order. So, gods not being present actively. The highest devotion that he holds is to his country, but through the lens of his devotion, he has never done anything that is impious. He is a good man, but he will do what he is told.
There might be someone in Hilltop we could talk to. I think we should start with Polaris. Talk to the prisoner, talk to Adara, lay out what we think we might know. Because, I think if we're able to put our heads together and at least in some way verbally convince a few Polaris people that there's some fuckery afoot, they might keep an eye out for any actual proof. The proof, I think, we're going to find amongst Voldaens and Hilltop, but that's dangerous.
Oh, yeah?
Well, my question is, would you like to send maybe some of my entertainers and actors? They're very good at listening, and they can always play a good part.
They're also very obvious.
But if you
I'm
just
not
You said you had some people around. He kind of looks to Basil. Sorry, what were you saying, Diana?
Well, she was just pointing out that the mask came from the theater
the
company as
mask,
well.
yeah.
There may be a leak there.
Basil kind of looks up to Cassian, who said, "You have people you can listen to." He kind of flickering smile across his face. Says, "Yes, I'll put Prudence right on it."
Oh, yeah. Is there any last bit of information that we want to talk over tonight before we move on to the following day?
Basil will at some point go to try and find Alexei. But he will probably wait until everyone has hunkered down or gone back to their own tents.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything anybody else, or are we good to move there?
I think if you're like doing this very sneaky, don't worry about it. But if Cassian does see you kind of like sneak off, assuming you're gonna go look for Alexei, he will kind of like say like a comment to Hero about it. But if you're not seen, don't worry about it.
I don't think that Basil will attempt to hide it. It's more that he wouldn't want to inconvenience you with what he assumes is his brother's sins.
He kind of leans to Hero once you're gone and just says, "2 gold, he's dead in a gutter."
2 God, did he say 2 God? Is
2 gold, he's dead in a gutter.
Oh, 2 God. Ah, that's a good bet. Do 3 gold. And he's alive, but drunk, passed out, in a gutter.
Oh, yeah.
It's dangerous
On
to be
that-
in your facilities.
Else, if you hear this, I was just betting if his fucking brother is dead or he's like drunk and passed out. We're horrible people.
Well,
On that, I have so much fear to spend, and I'm having a great time. We follow...
R.I.P. Alexei.
No, I would never. He's Pookie. He's so precious to me specifically.
but Paul, I'm gonna lose 2 gold. What the fuck?
On that, as you move to your own private tent, to your own residence tent, I'm going to spend a couple fear, and I'm going to shift the landscape a little bit. As you find that there are 2... you see there are actually 4 Voldaen soldiers that are lining the outside of that tent. Of your personal family tent.
Basil will walk up and he'll almost stop for a moment in his track, kind of roll his shoulders back. "Boys, what do we have here?"
Are you part of the family?
"Indeed. What is the meaning of this?"
Get inside. It will be explained to you by your father.
He'll kind of nod with a furrowed brow and we'll head inside the tent.
As you head inside, you see Prudence is there actually in a corner, just sitting down, just in her book, with a facial expression of she's not reading or writing anything, but she is just focusing on the book because the rest of the room is spinning around her. On the central, at the central table that you have here, no bottles around him. You see your brother is sitting with a hand on your father's shoulder, as your father is hands interlocked, head down. We can't go back. We can't. We can't let this start again. I won't do that to you boys. Not when I can't. And you see that he's actively like shaking, trying to hold it together. Your dad is. And your brother is uncharacteristically not sober, but also like not actively drinking, trying to keep himself together there as well as he looks to you.
It's that moment when you realize just how drunk you are and you look in the mirror and you're like, I have to get my shit together. Basil will walk in and place a gentle hand on his father's shoulder, giving it like a stern squeeze. We will not go back. There are good people on this. Trust.
Okay. You examined the body?
I did.
Is there anything that could link this to us?
There was a bag that was confiscated with our crest, but it was removed hastily and no one saw. At least, not publicly.
No one saw publicly, point of order. The Lord Chancellor did.
Yeah, so like I'm talking more like the general public, not
Okay,
like
cool,
necessarily the people in the room. I was talking more like the patrons outside didn't see.
Locked in. Your father says, oh, that's good. We don't need a panic. There are people in our camp that have already heard versions of the story. This is going to get out of our hands very quickly. I need you to tell me if this is something you can't handle.
Basil takes a deep breath. I'm already working on it.
Father looks at you.
We will fight rumors with other rumors, and soon they don't know what's real and what's not. And just then will be the last thing on their tongue when they find out exactly who's responsible.
You should get some rest. You will have free reign of the Tourney grounds if under the commandment of the Lord Chancellor. Your brother and I have been put under house arrest.
What? They can't do that.
Yes, they can.
Basil will kind of grind his teeth together as he looks at this disrespect to his household, to his name, and will stand up straight. I will fix this. Do you know, Idara, Sir Idara? Do you know if he had any siblings? Any brothers or otherwise?
Can I make a little roll for your dad? He shakes his
Dad's
head.
been around for a while, you know?
I'll give it with advantage. You're right. He's been around. Cookie's been
around.
cooking. Says, I think so, but I can't be sure. I never worked much with the mages. Their advancements came at a time after my injury had taken me off the battlefield already.
I see. Thank you. And if you need anything, Prudence will, of course, fetch it for you, or will I. This will be done swiftly. And anyone who puts you in here will pay for it.
Oh, yeah. You look at your brother, and he just looks at you, shaky. Brother?
Alexei?
Are we going to war?
Not if I can help it. And he will turn tail and head to where he's gonna go to sleep.
Oh, yeah. The next morning.
Can I do one more thing just to be
Yep.
a dick?
Be a dick.
Thank you. I love you so much. You're amazing and you're incredible and you're so talented. Right before everyone's going to sleep, Cassian's smoking a cigarette. And
Cigarettes exist now?
I love
Yeah.
her method, you guys.
If not, he invented them.
Yeah. he
because I'm holding a lollipop stick, therefore I'm smoking.
Of course. That's how it works.
And he seems to be deep in thought. And he kind of... Everyone keeps talking about how we need to get proof. Or at least, the guy who I'm pretty much real good hunch is trying to kill his nephew told us that we needed proof. I reckon that's a waste of time. I think I know someone high ranking, care a lot about the kid, not want him dead, and also not want war. He cares about his country and he cares about his queen. He'd be able to get us in. He won't trust me, or at least might hate me too much to. But I think we should get him, kidnap the kid and hightail. Thoughts?
What do you think, chat?
Because currently he's realizing when they're just like, I think his uncle's gonna kill him, and he's like, cool. This prince is currently in a hospital with his uncle. I don't know if he's living for much longer.
She like is I think Kira's like nodding along until you say kidnap him, and like
You're like, we can't kidnap the prince of the place that we're accused of getting.
yeah,
Goddamn.
like, I like
No, but we'd kidnap him and give him to Hilltop because they're friends.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's a roll. If you want to make a roll to see
Here's the
how
thing.
likely it is that the
Cassian is a man of action. He's not a man of strategy.
I love that for you.
I think Hira looks at Alsif and she's like, I don't think we can kidnap the prince. That will literally make us the #1 suspects of what they want us to do. But I like the rest of your idea. I like whatever man, because we can now use him to go in and
How are we
find
gonna
more
stop?
evidence.
How are we gonna stop the uncle from killing him?
What?
It'd be very weak. You just need to stab him once, maybe. Probably could smother him with a pillow at this point. He might already be dead. He's probably already dead.
Okay, well. She looks at Alsif again. We could always check on the prince. That's not a bad idea. If they let us
feel-
close.
It may be a little bit misguided to go after the target. First of all, because he's going to have the entire Empire's protection on his side. Uncle or not. But also because we do have a very alive attempted murderer, who can answer our questions. A moduo. I feel as though trying to go after the prince right now, the #1 most important person in the country, might not be the best idea.
Sure.
Listen, Cassian, if you'd
But,
like to check, I can always magically disguise myself, have a little peek, and come back.
That may be safer than trying to harbor the prince under someone who apparently is a prince killer. And she raises an eyebrow at Cassie.
Oh, shots.
I think Hira does say, ooh.
Allegedly.
I wasn't going to bring it up because I know
Allegedly.
you're my retainer. But But if you feel persuaded to answer Alsif's question, I'm not going to stop you, and I'm going to just sit and listen. If you feel obliged to share.
War times, accidents happen.
Did he accidentally fall on your sword?
I don't have a sword. He stands up
Fucking hell.
and walks away.
And as we walk away, we time skip to the next morning. All right, group, where we going? Where we headed? Where's focus? As the
think Cassian would like to confirm his suspicion that the prince is dead.
hell yeah,
He thinks he can make
as
it through the night.
work for me, computer. Hell yeah. As you all wake up and start to move around, the tourney grounds are alive again. You see that people are moving about, but I'm going to spend how much fear do I want to?
None of it. None of
At this
it.
point, you just roll a d12.
How many hope do I have to
Don't
give
actually
you
do
for
that.
you to not
Don't,
do
Diana, please. Please.
All right.
No,
I've
don't inspire him.
This was a
I've
joke.
spent 3 here. I now have a new dynamic countdown, and I have spent 3 here to move the bad vibe counter up 3.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What does that mean?
Would it be more fun if I told you? Okay, everybody plug your ears. Everybody plug your ears. I'm gonna tell chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, everybody plug your. Okay, hi chat. It's
In
she just
chat,
using
don't
it.
give any spoilers in chat, please.
Yeah, it's no spoilers. It's just between us. The dynamic counter is a D12 because we have 3 days left to get this done. So it's going to be a D12. Both counters for good vibes and bad vibes started at a baseline of 3. I've moved bad vibes to 6. The bad vibes are halfway there. If the bad vibes reach 12, a war kicks off again. If the good vibes reach 12, peace is a more viable option, and the ending of the armistice and peace might happen. Very likely will happen. If things stay neutral, things stay neutral. All right? Keep that to yourselves. Love you guys. Love you guys. Okay, headphones back on. And I've told the lads.
We're so bad.
No.
Hannah, what was no, Diana, what was that? I couldn't see it.
Nothing,
What
nothing.
did you do?
Literally nothing.
She didn't do
I got it.
anything. She didn't do anything. I think it was a glitch in your screen. It was just a glitch. It was just
Chat,
a
somebody
glitch.
put it in Morse code.
Can you put it in emojis? Can you do like a string of emojis so
Yeah,
that we try to like?
Try to
Chat, someone do an
communicate.
interpretive dance. Someone do an interpretive dance to tag us. The vibes are bad. Hell yeah.
Can't
so
wait to
you
find out
wanna
what you said.
go-
My overall above table. This is my like order of. This is what I'm thinking, gang. Find out if the prince is dead. Talk to prisoner. Go talk to my guy in Hilltop. That's what I'm thinking.
Hell yeah.
How are we feeling about that? And are we doing everything together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
We could.
Sounds good to me.
Oh yeah. Okay. So all of
Don't
you
split
get
the party.
together.
I think we're
Especially not
all
in a four-shot.
equally. I think we're all equally hated by like.
I don't. I
Voldaen right now?
disagree. I am so loved. I'm so
So true.
beloved for all
So
the
true.
slander that I've written about them.
Personally,
I
I
think
took down the assailant
Diana-
that tried to kill the guy, so I'm feeling
Yeah.
pretty good.
Alsif
you guys-
has the benefit of no one kind of knows her like right now, which is probably the best off anyone is right now.
Honestly, as you guys move around, you can tell that, especially Basil, moving through the Dusthane camp, the vibes are nervous. Everybody in Justine knows that something happened, but they don't know exactly what, and they don't know what the consequences are, but they know that it wasn't good for them. And especially because of the now only 2 guards, but still crown guard presence outside the big tent of Justine. Throughout the tourney at large, the vibes are tense.
I think Basil, at least while they're moving through their own camp, he's putting on an air of grace and confidence. Big smile on his face. He's moving, hi, hello, 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 hi. Everything is fine. That is what he's putting out.
As you guys reconvene and move together,
I think I'll make sure we're kind of spaced out a little bit, like we're not in a clump, just so we're a little less noticeable as being moving as a group, as a party. But if anyone had an eagle eye, they'd probably notice that we're all going the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, yeah. As you guys move through, you find on the edge of where Voldaen and Hilltop, their camps meet, that is where a big medical tent has been set up. And you see that there's a smaller medical tent that has been set up that is flanked by Crown's Guard.
Do I recognize anything?
Do you recognize the Crown's Guard? You recognize them in that they are the 2 Crown's Guard that got taken out by the assailant. They were the ones that were sending at the royal box. So, to remind...
They would have seen us fuck up the guy who fucked them up.
Mm-hmm.
Plus...
well, Sir Aster, which is the
Infernus,
was, got, choked out and got knocked out. And Sir Isolde, who's the giant, got yeeted out of the royal box.
Never mind.
Yeah. So you see that they're there. They also are, battered and bruised. But they're standing watch outside. And they see you approaching.
Or should we send in disguised hero by ourselves?
Ooh, if we've been watching them, is there a nurse that has been going in and out?
Yes. For somebody of this caliber, they're always keeping one of the brothers they're always keeping one of the priests, and you recognize the priest. You all recognize the priest from the presentation parade, but also Basil recognized them as somebody that they would know. This is Brother Eustace Rosenshield, a older, a middle-aged Galapa.
Okay. She goes...
Voldaen?
Well, then I think...
Hilltop.
Yeah. Hilltop.
Hilltop? Okay.
From Hilltop.
She asks Basil, tell me about his characteristics. How does he talk? How does he walk?
Brother Eustace. Oh, promising young priest. He was stationed in my home providence, but left once the war started, of course. Wise, trustworthy, a bit of a stuttering but well-meaning idiot is the way that I'd put it.
Perfect. And you think he's still like that now?
I mean, he's we speak, at least, through others pretty frequently. So yes, as far as I'm aware, trustworthy.
Perfect. She turns herself into... She goes and hides. She doesn't do this in the open. But she goes somewhere quiet and she turns herself to Brother Eustace.
Cool. Hell yeah. Awesome. You turn yourself into... I was like, yeah, they're going to go talk to Brother Eustace. No? Okay.
No.
Is he...
Yeah.
Question, is he in the tent? Are you walking
No,
in
I'm
as
waiting
he's
for him.
in?
I'm waiting for him to get
You just
out.
saw him move out. You just
Yeah.
saw him move out. Yes.
Okay. That would be
Basil's
really
happy
fun.
to keep him busy while you're doing so as well.
Yeah.
Good shot. Good plan. Good plan.
She's gonna...
You're
Going-
like... I love that you guys are like, we have to make sure that no one's trying to assassinate the prince. Does the strat that an assassin would do.
Absolutely assassin.
Think like the enemy, okay? One step ahead.
I've been thinking about the enemy this whole time because this is the shit I would pull.
Yeah.
Update. I'm a mercenary.
Hell yeah. Yeah. You transform yourself into the shape of Brother Eustace.
She goes over to the guards. Terribly sorry. I think I forgot my purse in there. Oh, silly of me. Excuse me. She
alright,
goes in.
Yeah, you walk in, spending a fear, shifting the landscape. Standing by the bedside of the prince is not the Lord Chancellor, but is the massive Moth Knight, Sir Leonor. Which, to clarify for Maddie, he has 4 arms. Smash. Is Sir Leonor Rockall.
Oh, terribly sorry again.
Brother Eustace, you're back.
I forgot something in my bag here. I think it was somewhere. And I'm gonna just use that time to do the what would be a perception check to just see why he's there, or an insight check as well. To be honest,
Is he
why he's there.
alive?
Listening, doing all that kind of stuff. Is there anything specific? Everything good? Is it you can help me with? Without spending any fear? It'd be really nice. I would appreciate it.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just give me.
He's just counting up how many fear counters he can use
What?
without killing us like immediately.
1.5 seconds. 1 3/4.
No, sorry. I'm just putting a message into our chat to make sure that timing-wise we're all good. All right, give me that question again.
I'm scared. Either way, so I would like to do either an insight check or a perception check of some sorts. Even like if I'm listening to Mothman, whatever he's like talking about, and also perception check if there's something that's been tampered with. I can't do investigation because that's me literally looking for stuff, but like perception, like looking at anything.
Yeah.
around.
So instinct would be what we're rolling, which is instinct is more like perceiving and sensing things.
Yeah.
So if you're just trying to get a vibe check of the room without doing a like item by item analysis.
Could I
Yeah,
use
give
my
me-
experience, Heist Master of Fun?
How are we
Because-
how are we relating it?
How are we relating it? Well, I'm so glad you asked, Apollo. The reason why.
Side note, I love it. I love hustling the GM, and I love that the system
I'm
is
not
so built to
hustling.
like.
I 100%
hustling
know
with
what I'm
this?
doing. Either way,
If you want to use your heist ability to
no, I
scan
would.
a medical
So,
tent.
you know how hard it is to plan a heist. Do you know how
No.
much like thought that goes into it? Apparently you don't, because you haven't been a heist person friend, have you, Apollo? She has. So it is knowing exactly like the ins and out of a place. It is literally like escaping. Like, okay, if I went through this place, but I didn't try to leave a trace, I would go this way. And if I wanted to hide something, I would do it this way, and then try to maybe make it a distraction to take that to go that. It is scouring in a complete area of like.
Cool. Yes. Yeah. If you're just trying to be like covering your exits, being like, what are the entry points, what are the exit points, like doing like that sort of scan. Yeah, we can call that an instinct roll for sure, and you can definitely add that.
Okay. With hope, thank fuck. That is 12.
Why don't you guys want to give me fear? When
Because
have I ever done anything that's mean with the fear that I have?
you haven't been mean, but you have caused a lot of disturbance in the force. So
Yeah, last episode you got a fucking coin purse, a dagger, and then like a mask out of it. Absolutely.
God
Yeah.
forbid I foreshadow. God forbid I be cinematic.
yeah, and God forbid I give you more fear, bitch. Tell me what I get, please.
Yeah, sure. There's only one entryway. You can tell that even like, so one of the walls walls of this tent is flush to the main medical tent. And then you see there are 2 guards out front. There's one more crown guard at the back. You can kind of see like the shadow there. And then you have this like radiant knight inside as well.
Is the really
But
not
there
doing
isn't anything that indicates that the radiant knight is stationed in here. He might just be passing through. Medical equipment wise, the prince's shoulder is very heavily bandaged, and he looks like he has run a fever, but he's lucid, he's awake. He doesn't seem worse for wear.
Is Mothman? Sorry,
Yes.
but is Mothman which
It's for Leonor.
yeah, Mothman? Which nation is he from?
Oh, he's from Hilltop. He's
from
like
London. Okay, perfect. Because
he's like general of the Holy Knights of Hilltop.
yeah, the brother Eustace will look over to him and be like, so I do apologize. Yes, I think I found it right here. Now, my good sir, have you said your prayers, or are you?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course, Father. I did my morning prayers. I prayed with the prince earlier.
Of course.
His health, 5 be willing. His health will be on the mend soon. The assassin was vicious but not deadly.
Oh, of course. And you know what? What did you say? Did you say 5 willing?
Yes.
Yeah, 5 willing, of course. Always protecting the prince. And I'm very, very happy that you're here, boys. I'm going to go, and I'll probably be right back again. But just keep an eye out. There are always some unsavory people around.
Do I want? No, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. You guys know I'm gonna be nice.
Be very nice. Thank you.
I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna let you just leave, and I'm not gonna be like, "Where's your accent?" I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, because I didn't ask what accent he had. I just assumed posh twat. But that's fine.
And I love that for you.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Yeah. You leave the room. You do feel like the eyes of the knight kind of are on the back of your head. Hell yeah.
He does the whatever the equivalent of this is to him. What was
Okay,
it?
does Hero know that? How religious is Hero?
Oh, she's done her research. She is absolutely does a scandalous plays about the Hilltop.
Yeah,
one
because
of
she
the
makes
ones
fun of it on a stage.
Yeah. So you have to know the resource material to be able to parody it. You have to know the rules to break them.
To be a true hater, you must be knowledgeable.
Exactly. The amount of books I've read just to know exactly what to hate on. I'm just saying.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. Hell yeah. What are the rest of us doing while this mini scene is going on?
Me and Alsif are like, we're behind a tree.
Yeah. I don't think Elsa
I-
has any skills that would be of use here.
I said I was going to go talk to Brother Eustace just to keep him busy,
Hell yeah.
so he didn't accidentally like walk back the same way.
Hell yeah. You head over to Brother Eustace and you see, Basil, how are you, friend?
Lovely to see you, old chap. I had to ask, are we doing okay considering everything going on?
Well, why wouldn't we? I'm just going to get some new bandages. I am very busy. I do apologize to you, but I am quite busy. There's everything happened, and I need to stay by the prince's side. So I'm popping out.
Of course. How is the prince this morning? I know you're providing counsel of some kind, I'm sure.
Of course, counseling, guidance, and healing. But I can't really discuss. You'll understand.
Of course.
the
Well,
prince.
let me accompany you. I'll keep you company while you're going to get bandages.
Okay. Well, we're going to get bandages. Okay, sure. Give me a. Let's call it a finesse roll to just
Sure.
sort of control the situation
Let's give
and
it
to
a
keep
go.
him distracted.
Can I give?
I'll-
Can I add?
Uh,
Oh
yeah.
no, I changed it. Never mind. I don't have the thing. I'm good. All right, we'll give it a go.
Cool.
Finesse, you said?
If this is a failure with fear, you will get. We're gonna set the difficulty at 14. If this is a failure with fear, he will be able to get back to the tent at the exact same time that Hero is leaving. If this is
Okay.
a failure with hope, he gets close but not there.
Okay.
At this point, what we're running these parallel conversations, and it's just a matter of will they intersect.
I'll do my best.
Hell yeah. Difficulty 14. That's it.
Okay. That is a 7 and a 1.
With
Fear.
hell yeah. This man is a yapper, but he's a
Apologies.
yap. Forak Galapa,
the story.
Brother's got legs.
I know Basil's like kind of out of breath as he's trying to catch up to this like little man that's going.
Forgalapa, Brother Eustace has got legs, and I'm not even going to mark off that fear because I said what I was going to do and I'm spending it, and I'm using my control over time. Yes, show the cards. Sponsored.
Basil's like trying to stall to like ask him, but like man's on a mission. I'm like, Father Eustace, please hold on.
Hell yeah.
As I'm attempting to catch up.
I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to give Alsif and Circassian a chance to intercept with a reaction roll. If you would like to do anything, you guys see the Brother Eustace. The tent, the flap of the tent is opening, and Hero is about to step out, and you see that it's about to happen. Y'all get a reaction roll. I'm nice.
Okay. I think Cassian will just let out a whistle. So, backstory. Cassian had constantly pretended that he didn't know any of the cast members' names or what the play was about or anything that was happening with it. But in this moment, he lets out a soft whistle of the common tune that is played in the backing track of a scene in the play where danger occurs.
Oh, I love that. So you're literally trying to perform boss music to put.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I love
And just
that.
like in a short little like 5-note whistle.
So you're basically doing like you're doing the Mockingjay whistle. You're doing the Mockingjay whistle.
I was
You're
literally
doing
thinking about the
like,
Mockingjay whistle.
You're doing the
Very
like death in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
That's
Like you're doing that whistle. Hell yeah, give me a performance. Sorry, that's not a thing. Give me a presence roll.
Okay.
Yeah, performance with presence. Hell yeah.
That is a crit, my friend. 2 4s plus 1 for a 9.
Cool. Okay, Hero, you are immediately warned. You get the meaning of this. Alsif, are you doing anything?
I don't think I can. I'm a melee build. I think Cassian, you would slowly see like you finish your whistle and you turn to kind of make eye contact with Alsif, and you see her midway to pulling out a flare launcher out of her bag, and then she makes eye contact with you as you finish your whistle and slowly tucks it back away and lets you do your thing.
Yeah, he shakes his head and like puts a hand to yours and pushes it down.
How many people are around?
This is the medical area.
Enough. Probably.
Not a lot, but enough that there's a little bit of bustle about.
Can they? This is very tricky. If I did technically Dimension Door, would someone see me cast a spell to get out of there?
We could roll for it.
Could I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now there's a knight right behind you.
I know. And his eyes were at the back of my neck. But if I'm really clever and really good, I want to Dimension Door it when I open, and technically the door is in front of me as I close it. Close the door behind me.
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, I love this.
I know I'm being risky, but come on.
You're being. Hey, look, high risk, high reward. Difficulty. Okay, so 15 is middle of the road. 30 is like godlike. We're gonna call it.
And because
20.
Hausmeister of Fun +2, because that is fun.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
is.
This is honestly, yeah. This can be a Heist Master of Fun for sure.
Thank you.
Difficulty 20, agility. Well, this would be spellcast, so use whatever you use for spellcasting.
+3. So I have a +5
yeah?
on this roll. Fucking hell. With hope. Hope die is 12. My fear die is 11. +5.
As you, hell yeah, no, I love this. As you open up the door, just flash of light.
He thinks it's the sun. He thinks it's the sun that coming through the door.
He's
right?
a moth.
So I'm out. I'm going to bed.
Fucking
That's
got
the end of the
me.
episode. It was nice to meet you guys.
As you know what? I love
Fucking
that.
broke me.
That's what makes us touch with hope. Makes us touch with hope. You light from the early morning light floods the tent. You see the prince is like snuggling into his bed. He's just kind of like trying to get himself comfortable as he's resting. You boom, dimension door away. You are able to
my
like
dimension
short
door
distance
is-
teleport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's short, but it's from a place I can see. So I think she's gonna try to see like a corner where there aren't that many people. If there's like a, and just like get to there.
In between a few tents. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
she's
get
gonna
there.
take off the disguise immediately.
You're gonna get there. Hell yeah! You take off the disguise immediately, and we're gonna at that moment, you see that the actual Brother Eustace walks into the tent. Basil shortly following behind. Basil, you see this radiant knight look up and say, "What? You were just... Excuse me for a second." And he's gonna push past you and stand outside the door, and he's gonna try see, and he's gonna actively. You see that as he stands out there, he begins to glow, and a golden pulse of light spreads out around him. Anybody who is hidden, give me a agility reaction roll.
I'm far enough away that I've just walked away. Am I still in his
Let's call
aura?
it anyone within like far range. So give that. So you as well.
Okay.
I'd say the only PC that doesn't have to do this is definitely Basil, because you're just kind of there.
I'm just chatting.
Chatting.
I've just been escorting
Is
him
it
where he was. I was with him the whole time.
Agility, you said?
Maddie, you're so muted.
Hey guys.
Did you have good insight?
No, I'm not going to make the roll because I'm stepping into his view.
Okay, ignore everything I just said.
Aura farming.
As you step into view, he locks eyes with you.
We need to
Okay.
talk.
That we do. And that's where we're going to leave this session.
Holy shit.
Gotta end it with a bang.
Gotta end it with a bang. Hell yeah, guys. I love that. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my god. Are they going to kiss? I
The
think
answer
they
is yes.
should. The answer is yes.
It's like old man Yowie.
Toxic Old Man Yowie. That's episode 3. All of episode 3 is Toxic Old Man Yowie. The rest of us are all spectators. And 4, maybe we fight.
Maybe we kiss.
Hell yeah,
Maybe
guys.
fight.
Looks like we've set ourselves up for some tense conversations and then like some deeper investigation to go on next session, to go through the camps, try to figure out the information that you want, to see if we can confirm whether it is indeed the Lord Chancellor's scheme or if there's somebody else pulling strings behind the curtain. But you'll have to catch us next week on the Grand Tourney, sponsored by darringtonpress. Oh my god, the big old stack of class packs is coming back out. Oh no. Boom.
Guys, you should get these and you guys should play DAGGERHEART. It's really fun.
And guys, did you see how easy people were able to reference their abilities and pull up those cards with the gorgeous, incredible art? Guys, wasn't it so handy? Now, thank you so much for watching. You can catch us here next week. Same place, same time. My name's Apollo. I'm at Tourney Apollo, blah, blah, blah. Everybody, tell people where they can find you. Reverse order. Maddie.
Hello, my name is Madaloon. This is not my channel, but you can find me at Madaloon, either with or without an underscore after that on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, other places, good times. I'm also a Dungeon Master professionally on Starplay. You can always check me out over there, see if I have any open slots. Other than that, you can also still get, before the Kickstarter late pledges close for good, you can get a copy of Cersei's Guide to Aiaya, your way to play Percy Jackson-inspired campaigns. Really fun times.
No copyright, no Disney.
No copyright. Also, you should just follow me because, like, maybe I'm coming out with an AP soon. I don't know.
I don't know.
Also, I'm gonna crack that moth. Have a good night.
Hannah,
How am I supposed to go after that? Hello, my name's.
you said you're gonna crack the Minotaur. Come on now.
I am gonna crack the Minotaur. This is Basil Doon tonight. I am Hannah Harper. I also known as Hannah Plays D&D everywhere on the internet. If the name's not there, then neither am I. Catch me doing stuff over on Start Playing. Catch me at D&D Castle this August. I think that one's sold out, but you can check me out in February because I will be back. I'm gonna be Dungeons and Cabins in September out in LA. Super fun. You can catch me doing some panels at Gen Con. I may or may not be GMing one. So more on that later. You can catch me at the Gilded Hearts Ball over in June. I'm going to be playing a princess. You're welcome to come to my coronation where I will be a little guy in a big dress. I also might be ginger. So check me out on Hannah Plays D&D for all of that.
Sorry.
And I am going to crack the Minotaur.
Every session, everybody figures out an NPC that they're gonna crack. And
I
love
call
that.
Prudence's horns handlebars. Next.
Hold up.
Hell yeah! Well, how the fuck am I gonna go after that, Apollo? Either way, my name is Hulta Elira, a Hobbit's Tale everywhere. You can find me. Some twat has a Hobbit's Tale on Instagram, so it's just Hobbit's Tale there. You can find me on Spotify. I make music. If you go to Songbird's Lament, that's my EP. If you like fantasy music, and I just came back from Empire, and you will usually find me in the field, covered in dust, trying to make fake coin while singing. And then you also can catch me playing Dungeons and Dragons. Sorry, not Dungeons and Dragons, DAGGERHEART. That was really bad. We are sponsored by Darrington-press. Shame on me. I hope you guys have a good night. And please, Diana, take this away from me.
Okay.
Okay,
Hi.
and you're not claiming an NPC you want to crack yet, no?
No, you haven't given me one. Okay,
There's still time.
there is
There
still
have
I
been
time.
so
don't know.
I could
Go
crack.
explore.
I
cracked
feel
my
like
prince.
you know what? I could crack
Alexis
all of these player characters. Crack.
Oh.
Sorry, yeah, they're
Wait,
harder.
what about Basil's dad?
No, I'd rather
Balthazar?
crack Basil.
Hmm.
Alsif, to be honest, I'd crack Alsif. Alsif's cute. Alsif's my type. Talking about Alsif.
Diana.
Goodness. Hi, I'm Diana Faye. I'm gonna crack either this case or through Apollo's sanity before the end of it. I play Alsif, but around the internet I'm known as Diana of the Rose, where I do a lot of content on how to be a better player in TTRPGs or a better DM in TTRPGs, but also getting into generic tabletop content, Magic the Gathering and the like. And so you can find me on short form platforms, long form platforms. If you're watching live right now, here on Twitch is where I'm partnered. And I will also be at various conventions throughout the rest of the year. So you can catch me next at Gen Con. After that will be PAX West, I believe, and then after that is PAX Unplugged. And yeah, I think that's all I've got going on right now that I could talk about.
That you get the. Oh my god! And again, you're not claiming a crackable NPC yet, no?
I don't think Alsif's got enough energy to focus on that sort of stuff right now.
What about you,
Oh, me?
Diana of the Rose?
No, I definitely also Hannah's fake dad.
So it's either an NPC in character or Hannah's fake dad out of character. Awesome. I love that.
Happy to provide.
And I love that. You know what? Glory be. Hello. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. My name is Apollo. You can find me on the internet at Tall Nerd Apollo. I do voice acting, I do cosplay, I do TTRPGs. I'm apparently just being I'm slutting myself out on stream now too. So we can add that one of my friends did text me, can I redeem a flex on stream? Down bad, go to jail.
That's not a no.
Add it.
I would like that, please.
Apollo, it's not
Down bad,
appropriate
go to
to
jail.
put out private text on stream. Just saying.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Darringtonpress for sponsoring. I'm sorry that we've gotten so down horrendous. But those are the beautiful stories that you can explore in the magical world of Daggerheart. So join us next week as we continue the interrogations and put together a case to not descend our nations into war. We're going to see if we can raid into Sir Pfeffers, and good night.